Welcome to SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. I'm Adam Wylde for the SDPN pre-show. Steve Dangle joining us in about 45 minutes. 7:30 puck drop, so it's a little bit later tonight. And obviously, we're watching along with our good friends, the Avalanche and the Winnipeg Jets. And joining me,
that's not the right teams.
It's not the Avalanche, it's the Dallas Stars and the Winnipeg Jets. Jesse Blake joining us as well. And I'm just setting my clock timer to make sure I got my time correct. Jesse Blake. And Maddie joining us, obviously, for the pre-show. The Avalanche did not get to play in the second round this year. And we do have our passion today. We've got our – now, these were – Maddie, you got these from your other job at Dome Productions, correct?
Yeah, shout out Kyle Stenford. He gave me these. He bought a bunch of them, works for the arena. So, yeah, and he just got a bunch of free towels.
So bring the passion, everybody. Watchalong, as I said, with Steve Dangle starts in about 45 minutes. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to your mother and to all the mothers out there that may or may not be watching. Tonight, we got the Leafs and the Panthers. Game 4 from Amerit Bank Arena. Gorgeous day, and I get to say that more and more now. You know, when we were talking in the Senators series about 3 weeks ago, guys, it was like, well, it rained today, and it was about 5 degrees, and it was cloudy and whatever. As we get into mid-May here, and we're almost at mid-May. The Leafs playing hockey in mid-May. It's getting warm and nice.
It changes the square behind you. Completely. I think more people are willing to go out and watch the game on the big screen on the side of Scotiabank, and the vibes are definitely more vibey in the square because people want to be outside and having a good time now that the weather's nice, and it's not like, oh, we got to stand in this -4 degree weather. It's early April still.
Yes.
And now it's all nice, and people are having a good time out there. I was watching out the window.
Significantly less ponchos needed.
Yes.
There have been some rainy nights. Now, I'm just looking outside here, and I'm looking at, so that you've got obviously Maple Leaf Square, and then you got the overflow down over here. So obviously, when you have some people that don't show up for the tailgate, there's overflow and they let them in. And then obviously there's stuff in the back. And it's interesting because a couple of nights it hasn't been as full as you'd think. And I think that's partially because people feel like, oh, well, if I don't have a ticket to Maple Leaf Square, I shouldn't go. But in actuality, you can still come. You could still be a part of it. You could still be a huge part of it. It's just that you're going to be in the back area. And in fact, I'll be honest with you, you get a better view of the screen from back there than you do for actually in the tailgate. So I think that's worth mentioning. Tonight for Game 4.
All right, MLSE employee Adam Wylde.
I just think it's worth mentioning. You know, well, I think some people feel like, oh, man, I couldn't get tickets to that, or, oh, there's no way I'm going to win that lottery, or I don't have time, whatever. You don't really need to.
I'm just so happy you're getting those paychecks from the team. Like, it's great.
yeah.
I'm glad that they're coming in the mail for you.
Just surfing on Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment paychecks. So today, as we said, Game 4, Leafs up 2-1 on the Florida Panthers, and currently the Jets and the Dallas Stars are playing, and it looks like that goal counted. Petrovic, by the way, so basically Dallas tied it up right before the period ended in the second period. Petrovic kicked the puck. It hit off Connor Hellebuck and in the net. So currently it is 3-2.
It is 4-2 now
Dallas.
Because Mikko Rantanen, surprise,
He just
scored a goal. You're a little behind on the feed.
Yeah, because I'm watching on the Sportsnet Plus app.
Which you're not a big fan of.
I don't understand why. Okay, so I got Rogers Ignite, right? And I can watch it on that. It's 20 seconds ahead, Sportsnet Plus. I can't get it. Why can't I get them the same? Why can't they be the same?
I don't know the answer for that. You're going to have to check with your buddies at Sportsnet.
Frustrating.
But Mikko Rantanen, to no one's surprise, is the one who contributes to this goal.
Oh, my God.
And today was the first time since early April, I think, that they had a goal that wasn't assisted or scored by Mikko Rantanen.
I have that stat for you.
Oh, you have it? You read it off.
So the Stars scored a goal, and it wasn't even the first goal of the game. It was their second goal of the game. Without Mikko Rantanen being involved, because he was assisting. He assisted on the first goal of the game. Mm-hmm. The last time they scored a goal without Mikko Rantanen's involvement was April the 28th.
That's insane. Sorry, late April then, according to the stat. But that's still insane. It's May 11th.
Yes, and he's been involved in 3 of the 4 goals now.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of crazy. But hey, what are we going to do? Now, as far as the Leafs and Panthers go, let's talk about kind of the top 3 stories of the day going into it. The first thing, and even my wife texted me about this, was Austin Matthews didn't skate this morning in warm-up. Doesn't have a goal in this series, so we're going to talk about both of those things. First off, he is playing tonight, Jesse, and this isn't unprecedented.
No, and morning skate, just to correct you on that, not warm-up. Warm-up, he'll be out there for warm-up. Morning skate, he did not participate. On game days, usually they'll have an optional morning skate, but that wasn't the case today. It was a full morning skate, and Austin Matthews is the only one who didn't go out there and skate with the team. David Kampf was filling in for him. But this is something we've seen a couple times over the last month or so, just to give him a little bit of extra rest. And I don't want to speculate too much based on that, but he's the only one who gets this type of treatment, and I assume it's because he's been dealing with something all season long. We saw him miss a bunch of time in November, and then he came back, and just based on the underlying metrics that we're seeing, the speed of his shot has dropped about 10 miles per hour, I think, according to SportLogic. And something like that doesn't just fall off unless there's something there that's hampering him. So with this extra time he's being given, I assume Austin Matthews is dealing with something, and that's probably why he's not threatening so much in the goal-scoring department.
And he doesn't have a goal in this series, but Marner and Nyes do. Jesse, what do you say about the play of Austin Matthews? He also, I believe, leads the playoffs in most missed shots at about, it's either 19 or 20. I saw the stat mid-game last game. So, I mean, it could be updated from there, but that's still a lot.
He's contributing in other ways, and I think that's entirely fair because your team is better with Austin Matthews out there as opposed to sitting him and trying to piecemeal to your centers in a different way. I think having Austin out there is really important, and he's found ways to be elite at other ends of the ice, the defensive end and in the neutral zone, and he's freeing up his teammates too. Like, he's still such a threat. It's not like the Panthers are like not thinking he's Austin Matthews. They think he's still that goal-scoring threat, and it's allowed Marner to be a little looser. It's allowed Nyes to contribute more, and it's allowed the second line, in my eyes, to really be freed up and allow Tavares and Patches and Willie to get their cookies, because the first line is still going to get the majority of that focus.
Right, and I think, too, we got to remember this guy's going up against Sam Reinhart and Sasha Barkov, both nominees for the Selke. I think both lines have been, to a large extent, canceling each other out. It's been largely neutral, and in fact, if you actually look at the numbers, it tilts a little Leafs.
Yeah. For a long time, or up until last game, they were leading that on-ice battle. Those two lines had that 3-0, and then the Barkov line got a goal, so I believe it's 3-1 right now, the two lines. So they're still winning the battle in the most important stat, and that's goal scoring.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've thought throughout these first three games that line has been very effective in different ways in neutralizing their opponents and winning on the score sheet. So I have no problems with Austin Matthews' game. I think it's a lot of looking at his salary and complaining because he's not doing the one thing that he's been known for. He's won a couple Rocket Richards, we all know he's a great goal scorer, but he's found other ways to contribute because hockey's not just about goal scoring. You also have to play defense.
Absolutely.
And contribute on assists. So,
now, when you look at point number 2 is the game of Joseph Woll. Now, he came in relief of Stollers in game 3? Game 2, excuse me. Ended up winning the game, let in some goals, and then, last game, obviously it was a 5-4 Panthers victory in overtime. 2 of the goals go off of Morgan Rielly. Another one is like a Thomas Nosek shot that Gadjevich gets. Another one is the Leafs, defense hung him out to dry. I want to talk a little bit about the play of Joseph Woll. How comfortable are you with how he's played so far and his ability to get the job done for this team?
I can't give him an A+ grade on the report card. I don't think it has been that. I think last game you'd like a save on one of the goals. It was a 1-goal game in the end. You lost a tie game in overtime, and you would have liked to have one of those goals back just to get you that extra little push to get you over the hump. And he hasn't been Anthony Stollers and what Stollers was through the Ottawa series and early in the Florida series. Like, he hasn't been that good. So you are losing a bit of a step. Like, I feel like we should acknowledge that. We all want to treat Joseph Woll like a little fragile puppy, and we don't want to give him too much criticism because he is really good and is a competent starting goaltender who can win you this game and win you the series, but it is a step below Anthony Stollers and what he is giving you in the net.
Do you think that Joseph Woll, who had similar numbers to Anthony Stollers and has had traditionally great numbers in the playoffs, if he sort of, like, he's played a game and a half, if he starts to get warmed up and a little bit more comfortable with the pace of play, do you think that can rebound?
100%. Like I said, he's going to be able to keep you in these games. He's as good a starter as anybody in this league. It's just not what Stolarz is, which is a step above, which is a guy who can lead the league in save percentage.
2 years in a row
Stolarz,
now.
you know?
Yeah.
And Joseph Woll is just a rung below that, but that rung that he's on is a very good tier. It's an A tier. It's a B plus tier. It's just the other guy is the A plus. So I think Joseph Woll, everybody should be comfy with him in the net, and he's going to give the team a chance to win each and every game.
Now, the third point is it's Brad Marchand's birthday, Jesse. Should the Leafs and their fans be worried, or can the team make him have his worst birthday ever?
Oh, no. Like, I'm concerned.
No, you're
I'm
not.
concerned.
Come on.
The birthday thing matters. I don't care how you look at it. The birthday thing matters. I think he gets a little pep in his step. He blew out the candles this morning on, I assume, his cake that he didn't touch because he's an athlete and he won't put that sugar in his body.
Sure.
You know, so I feel like Brad Marchand is ramping up to have a good game, and I hate saying that.
Well, I hope the Leafs are ramming up to ram it down his throat. We're coming for you, Brad. We're coming for you.
We saw Mitch get the birthday bump.
Yes.
Like, he had a phenomenal game on his birthday.
And the Leafs will birthday bump Marchand all over the ice tonight. That's what it needs to be. Now, one of the things the Leafs have done great in this series, and really throughout the playoffs, is start on time. This is something they have never, ever done before. And I'm looking at Megan Jacobs' tweet here from earlier today. Shot attempts in the first period through the first 3 games for the Leafs, 65-50 over the Panthers. Shots on net, 28-18. Scoring chances, 17-6. Inner slot shots, 12-5. One-timers, 9-2. And goals, 6-3. All of those stats favor the Toronto Maple Leafs. Paul Maurice talked about today, hey, we can't let in a goal in the first minute. It's happened 2 of 3 games in this series already.
Yeah, like that's such a backbreaker if you're the Panthers and you come out and you're firing and then the Leafs come out and they score in the first minute. Like we saw it last game. Like kudos to the Panthers for fighting back in that second period where they had an unreal second period. And it's on the Leafs now to not rest on those leads they get. Like it's a concerted effort. Like it is how they play hockey. They get up and then the Craig Berube has them sitting on the leads and
park the bus.
Playing great defense. But it's not park the bus in the way that we're just sitting back and letting the other team attack. It's park the bus and play great defense. And they've been really effective at it. But last game we saw them get too complacent with that early lead. And the starting so well, it's a place they've gotten used to get for this season, not something they're used to in the past in the Sheldon Keefe era, but in the Berube era, they're really comfy with that. And it's now about just continuing what you used to do during the regular season when you got those early leads and play great defense and not sit back in the second period and let your opponent dominate, which happened last game.
Exactly.
So, yeah, get out to that early lead again. It's just play better defense in the middle portion where you are leading the game.
Yes, and I think, you know, it's interesting watching the Leafs as closely as we do. You know, you can almost sense the games where the passes are just a little bit off, where things are just slightly not what you'd expect, and that's what especially the second period felt like last game. It just felt like there's just something. They're not clicking the way tonight or the way that night that they should have been, and they were still in it. One of the things that gives me a lot of confidence is that was the best Florida has played. All playoffs. That's the best game they've had, because I frankly believe that the Toronto Maple Leafs are a much better team, as are the Florida Panthers, than the Tampa Bay Lightning are, right? So they are.
Disrespectful.
I'm sorry, but I just think that they are, especially, you know, the Lightning without Hagel towards the end of that series. And I look at this and I go, okay, that's Florida at their best. That's not the Leafs at their best, right? We didn't look at that and go, man, the Leafs played the best hockey they could and they still lost. They played ho-hum hockey for a good chunk of that game, and they almost won. And so tonight, I'm expecting them to be refocused, back, and ready. This series is gettable, Jesse.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, this series, I look at this series as 2 teams who are as equally good as each other. Like, it's a coin flip kind of series, and it's about the team that does the little things the best in the end, and that's who's going to come away with it. It's about the couple mistakes you're going to make when that lead to a goal, and whoever makes the most of those mistakes is going to lose the series. I don't have a read on how this thing is going to go, because the Leafs have played so much better than I thought they would against this Panthers team based on how the Panthers looked against Tampa. The Leafs have equaled everything that the Panthers have delivered so far. So for me, like right now, it's neck and neck with these two teams, and depending on how the bounces go and who creates their own bounces for the rest of the series, like that's the way it's going to fall. And I don't really have a read on who's going to win right now.
It's about half an hour before Steve joins us for the watch along tonight. 7:30 is the start for Steve. Puck drop will probably be just a little after that, but we're looking forward to it. A couple other things. Mitch Marner revealed today in an interview, I think accidentally, that he was complimenting Chris Tanev and saying how great he was, but he revealed that Chris Tanev is pursuing a degree on the side and does schoolwork during their road trips. And Chris Tanev was asked about it, Jesse, and he's apparently been pursuing a finance degree through the NHLPA. They've got a college course set up. I guess he went for a year, and he's like, then I took a 10-year break, and then during COVID, my wife's like, why don't you pick it back up? So he's been doing one course at a time ever since COVID, and he's almost done.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That's incredible. Thank you to Mitch for slipping that out, because Chris Tanev is one of the most interesting guys to talk to in the scrums. Like when we're there and we're chatting with and different guys come out, Chris Tanev's always thoughtful about his answer. He's always there taking a second and thinking about what he's going to say and giving a response that's definitely thought through, and it's not just generic hockey speak. So I'm not totally surprised to hear that he's doing extracurricular studies on the side to get a degree, because he seems like a type of dude that would do that.
He's that kind of guy.
That's cool.
He's that kind of guy.
That's so cool.
Very cool, yeah. And tonight's referees are Gord Dwyer and Francis Chiron. You'll be happy to know that the Leafs have actually won games this season with both of these guys reffing, unlike with Wes McCauley, where they are still winless in regular season and now playoffs. But Gord Dwyer was the ref that missed the Victor Arvidsson can opener on Braden McNabb. So I was talking to Steve about it a little bit earlier, and Steve wondered if the whistles might be a little bit tighter because that was such an obvious call and he missed it, that he might want to make up for it.
Right. So, because officials, after, I believe it's every game, or is it every round, they get a report by, their bosses on how well they did, on, hey, you missed these calls, you should have done this, you did this great. So, I wonder if, he's trying to just be on the ball today so that his report at the end of this thing looks decent, and he doesn't miss a bunch of calls.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's a very interesting theory.
It's a thought, right? We don't know, but it definitely was one of the most egregious missed calls of the playoffs, and there have been a few. We're going to talk about Mason Marchment in a second. That's a really interesting story if you've not seen this. Last thing, Jesse, I want you to bring this one up. Justin Bieber has Instagrammed about the Leafs tonight. He said that direct all of your love and prayers towards the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thanks. Big game this evening. And then somebody commented underneath and said Poppy scoring too. So I'm hoping for that. Now, Jess, shall we move on to Dallas and Winnipeg, the game that is in progress right now?
Yes.
One of the things that we need to talk about before we get to anything is Nazem Kadri tweeted right after Mikko Rantanen's fourth goal. Sorry, the fourth goal for Dallas of the game, Mikko Rantanen's goal just a few minutes ago when we started the show. He said, rule number 1, you always keep the dogs. Hashtag number 96. So that is Nazem Kadri saying, Joe Sakic, you made a mistake. And Steve made a really good point. He said, this Dallas Stars run could make everything for the Avalanche just continue to get worse. Oh, you're out in the first round? You're the only team where it gets worse the more your opponent plays. And I think it's kind of true. This is, if you saw, I don't know how many people on the stream have watched it, but Moose's goal there was all him.
Yeah, and that's what he's been doing for this little stretch here. And Kadri tweeting that out, this is a dude who played for the team. Mm-hmm. This is a guy who's been in that locker room. He won a championship with these guys, and here he is publicly talking about this narrative of moving on from Rantanen. And I feel like this means a lot. It's a window into how I assume Avalanche players who got defeated by their old buddy are feeling, and how Rantanen and the Dallas Stars are laughing at the situation. And they probably can't believe that they're so lucky to have Rantanen on their team right now, and that Dallas would be so negligent in their dealings and move on for him for a couple $100,000.
Yes. Well, $700,000 was the difference apparently per year. How crazy is that?
Ridiculous.
And by the way, I don't know, Jesse, bring that clip back up again if you can. Scroll down.
Yeah.
The Dallas Stars actually replied to that?
Yeah, they did.
That's
I showed it
incredible.
there, yeah.
Oh, man, their social team's awesome. That's so great. Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, Mikko Rantanen has been involved in just about everything Dallas has done, but according to Dmitry Filipovich, tonight is the first night the Stars got a goal without Rantanen's involvement since April 28th. Just a reminder, it's May 11th. May 11th, guys. Pretty unbelievable, and that series continues to be just so interesting. Another series that is just spectacular is Edmonton-Vegas. And, you know, I think what was interesting last night is everybody's like, Vegas should just let Edmonton score first. So that way they can't keep this comfort behind streak coming up. And Corey Perry did score first. He actually scored 2 in the game. He's got 5 in the playoffs. Jesse, Corey Perry turns 40 on Friday.
It's unbelievable. Like, this dude loves hockey so much to be competing at this high level at this age. Like, I didn't think Corey Perry when he was way back in, 2011 when he's winning
MVP
his Hart trophies and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd still be around.
No.
Like, that's insane. And he's not just like a passenger on this thing. He is performing as well as anybody in the playoffs. I don't know if you have in front of you where he ranks in goals amongst playoff players. Like he's up there in goals, and he's a huge contributing factor to why Edmonton is as good as they are right now.
Now, do you mean career playoff goals, or
no,
do you mean current?
These playoffs.
I believe he's got 5, but I'm just going to check that one more time. Playoffs, yeah, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points.
That must put him in top 10, right?
Yeah, I think so. And you know, I'll look at the NHL website, but I'm looking at his job is the best job in hockey, right? He gets to play on a wing with McDavid and Draisaitl, and you know what he has to do is what he's doing. He's getting in front of the net, he's causing issues, and that goal last night, that first opening goal, was just him alone because they found him wide open. So yes,
Adam, I don't know why that took you so long. It's on like the homepage of NHL
is it?
stats.
Okay, yeah. How's he doing? Is he in the top 10?
He's tied for 5th.
All right. That's pretty good.
I have it on the screen right now. It's Rantanen, McKinnon, who's eliminated, Nylander, Schvetch, and then he's tied for 5th.
Wow.
Like, that's insane. He's 40.
Yeah.
He's having as good of a playoffs as Tavares, Nyes, Boldy, Kaprizov, Draisaitl.
That's crazy.
And, like, some of those guys are eliminated, so he's going to pass them.
Yep.
Like, Corey Perry, what he's doing at this age, it's really special to watch.
Connor McDavid looked to be the late-game hero for the Oilers. This was looking kind of bad for Vegas because Mark Stone went down. Oddly enough, as a Leaf fan, I can remember this. Corey Perry, again, accidentally, and this is not accidentally on purpose, this is actually accidentally, accidentally kneed Mark Stone in the head while he was going down. Really accidentally.
Okay.
And it's a little bit eerie because remember in 2021, that's exactly what happened with Tavares and Corey Perry when Corey Perry was a Canadian. And, McDavid ties this game up. Mark Stone's not in it anymore, and it's looking like we're going to overtime, Jess, and, the Golden Knights are missing one of their best players, and then we get and I swear to you, I said this on the live stream, okay? Mm-hmm. I was like, we are going to overtime because I felt with 5 seconds to go, the puck just being rung in to the Oilers zone. I'm like, I'm pretty safe to say that. I actually said it on the stream. And then with 0.4 seconds to go, Riley Smith moves around Stuart Skinner, who sort of overcommits, and Leon Draisaitl trying to, I guess, block the puck, move it away from the net, didn't catch what the angle was. It actually goes off of his stick and into the net. It was not Draisaitl's best night. He missed a couple of shots that I think normally if he's feeling fine or if he's feeling into it, he hits. But this one just sucks. Now, my question is, do you put that on, like, it's easy to put that on Stuart Skinner. It's also easy to put that on Leon Draisaitl. Riley Smith is alone with 3 Edmonton players in position on him. Where do you think the fault lies with this goal?
If the shot was going wide,
which it was,
if we have a universe where Draisaitl doesn't touch it and that puck goes wide, then how do you not say Stuart Skinner did his job? You know, is the goal of the goaltender not to stop the puck or distract the player enough, I guess, in this instance, to where the puck is going wide? You sent over this tweet.
Yeah,
I
did.
You wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, this is somebody who's very upset. But look at the right side there, or sorry, the left side. If you're looking at the tweet, look at where Skinner is and where Riley Smith is. To me, if Stuart Skinner is just at the top of his crease, nothing happens. Right? Like, if he's just at the top of his crease, nothing goes wrong here. But because he slides, he's probably 3 or 4 feet outside of his net there, don't you think?
Oh yeah, like he overcommits for sure. But I think the goal was, because there's so little time on the clock, it's to challenge it, and whatever happens, the time's gonna expire, right?
Yep.
But did he not successfully save the puck in that it was going wide?
I mean, I guess the challenge worked technically.
Yeah.
I guess Draisaitl's
the one who messed it up.
You're mad. You're more. If you're an Edmonton Oilers fan today,
yeah,
and you're upset, who are you upset with?
I'm upset that Stuart Skinner had to play over Pickard.
Right. And
I'm upset at the universe for injuring Calvin Pickard. And is why I'm upset. I'm not upset at Draisaitl contributes so many other ways, you know, offensively, that, like, you can't blame him for this loss.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, I'm looking at this, Jess, and I'm thinking, okay, Calvin Pickard, it's supposed to be truly day-to-day. That's what they keep saying. It's really a day-to-day. They're not kidding. It's day-to-day. We know today that tomorrow Calvin Pickard will not play. So Stuart Skinner, who was not strong last night, there were a couple other goals. Like, if you don't want to blame him for that goal, there was a couple other ones where I go, like, especially there was a 2-on-1 where the puck literally just squeaks through him.
Yeah.
It's like, you like a save there, right? You want to have a save. I know it was a give and go, but still. I look at Stuart Skinner and I look at the season he's had and the injuries he's faced. It would be a great story if he can pull it together. I just have concerns, and it seems like potentially the Oilers do too, because Tom Gazzola, who's a reporter for YEG Sports Talk, basically said that Colin Delia is on his way from the Bakersfield Condors to join the Edmonton Oilers. Now, Colin Delia has played in the NHL before, the last time with the Vancouver Canucks in 22-23, where he was 10-6-2 with an .882 save percentage. Bakersfield this year, 12-11-3 with a .906. That's better than the options that they have otherwise. But Jess, I mean, this is not a great situation for them.
No, because, like, slowly and surely, everybody should be losing their confidence again in Stuart Skinner based on that performance last night. Like, as you said, this goal probably isn't the one that you should highlight. That's on him. Like, earlier, the other couple goals, you'd like a save on some of those. And like, I was critical of Joseph Woll earlier, and I think Stuart Skinner is the same thing. You got to get enough saves to allow your team to win the game. And Edmonton's offense is so otherworldly.
It's crazy.
It's so OP
it's crazy.
That you just need a goalie who's half competent. And right now, Stuart Skinner isn't that guy. And Calvin Pickard showed that he could be that guy. And this injury, if it looks like it's going to be a little longer based on you talking about how they're bringing up Delia, like, that's such a backbreaker for this team. And hopefully, for the sake of Edmonton's fans, they can try and outscore the problems of Skinner. Or Skinner could just start playing like how he played last playoffs after he got pulled and then re-put in when Pickard took over for him in the middle of the playoffs. Like, hopefully the Edmonton fans get that late playoff Stuart Skinner, and that he can refine that groove that he was in, because right now he's not good enough.
Honestly, going into this season, you think with Stuart Skinner coming off of, a Game 7 trip to the Stanley Cup Finals, you think, how can you keep a guy like that off of the Team Canada Four Nations roster? But it speaks to how rough of a season it's been for him. And Calvin Pickard has come in and been a season hero, but obviously not good enough to go. By the way, Olivier Rodrigue has been backing him up. He doesn't have great numbers. So Colin Delia looks like he's going to be the backup tomorrow night, if reports are to be believed. Now, Jesse, I don't know if you saw this, but Thomas Hertl will be buying dinner for his Vegas Golden Knights trainer here. Tried to break his stick, and because he was mad about a shift, and he ends up hitting the trainer, who's standing there cross-armed, in the head, and the trainer took it like a man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Like, that hurt, man. That really hurt.
So I was watching it, and later on the broadcast, they showed the giant gash on the side of his head.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing?
Oh, man. It was,
like,
it was nasty.
Hertl connected with his head.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I felt so bad for that because, like, you can't get mad at Hurdle, I guess, in the moment because Hurdle's just mad at himself for whatever he's coming off the ice and he's just upset with. But, like, to have that giant gash in your head, I hope he got, like, a nice steak dinner or something out of that.
Oh, man.
Like, or a Rolex. You know, Hurdle's got money. Give him a Rolex or something.
So Jack Roslovich was given a Rolex by Mikko Rantanen earlier this year because when Mikko Rantanen was traded to the Hurricanes, Roslovich gave up 96 for him.
Yes, for the number, yeah.
So yeah, are you buying the trainer dinner? Are you giving him a Rolex? Like, what's the dollar value you put on something like that?
Rolex at a minimum is what I'm saying.
So like a Submariner, like a new one.
A what?
A Submariner. That's what they're like. You know, that's what they're called. They're called Submariners.
Mr. Bougie,
I'm just telling
wild
you,
over here.
I know a little bit
telling
about watches.
me about Rolexes. How many you got in your collection?
None. I'm wearing an Orient's
gosh,
right
you know
now.
how poor I am. I thought you started talking about something else.
So a Submariner, Jesse.
I thought we were talking about oceanography.
Yeah, well, it's a diving watch, and it's one of the best in the world. So if you're getting him a Rolex, that's 15 to 20 grand. So,
oh my God,
is that smack on the face worth 15 to 20 grand?
First of all, I didn't know Rolexes could cost that much.
Dude, there's a Rolex Tom Brady had.
Yeah.
That if you want to buy one new, it's like a Rolex Daytona, so it's a race watch. And it's something like
the Daytona 500.
Well, they call them Rolex Daytonas because of that. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now the race watches, those are like 50, but the Tom Brady version of it is like 250 grand. Because it's the Newman Special. So I'm just saying, watches can be as much as you want to pay for.
When are you getting one?
A Rolex?
When are you getting the Tom Brady one?
The Tom Brady one? Well,
sounds like you're close to the purchase, you know?
You know what? They invited me to that auction, and I just was like, I got so many. Like, do I really, really need one more?
Another one?
Yeah. Well,
where am I going to put it?
Have you seen the Ricard Meal things on all the F1 cars?
I know those.
Those are $1 million.
Yeah, I know those are like the uber rich watches. Yeah.
So, and that's why the drivers wear fake ones on the paddock now because Charles Leclerc got pulled over and robbed.
Yes.
And they said, give over the watch, and the watch was worth $1 million.
He got it back, though.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Carolina and Washington, unfortunately, also play hockey together. This series has been boring, but we did get 4 goals. It was just a non-competitive game. Now, it is worth mentioning. The one thing I think you should watch this series for, don't watch it for like electric entertainment value, but Freddie Andersen has only allowed 4 goals in the first 3 games of this series, which is pretty amazing considering all the injuries he's had, the playoff success or lack thereof from time to time. I mean, this guy is turning back the clock and making it feel like, hey, like Toronto prime Freddie Andersen.
Yeah, and it's because of the system that's playing in front of him, right? Like any halfway decent goalie should be able to play in Rod the Bod system and have these kinds of numbers. And credit to Freddie, he's been playing spectacular and doing exactly what he needs to do because Carolina does a spectacular job making it easy on their own goaltender. And they've been executing in a way that, I don't know if you saw this coming. I picked them to win the series. Like, I thought they'd eventually win it. But their domination in exactly how they want to play each game and how they want to execute, they've just been doing whatever they want, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we're calling this series boring because Carolina Hurricanes hockey is intentionally boring.
Yes.
And they've been dominating the play. So, therefore, it has been boring.
Canes fans are loving it.
Credit to the Canes for playing exactly how they want to play hockey.
Again, Canes fans always get on me when I say the way they play is boring. They're like, well, you've never seen a game in Raleigh. I'm like, no, I'm sure the fans are great.
Right.
I'm sure the fans clearly are great. It's just not the most exciting brand, but it sure is working against this Capitals team. Jesse, this is the best team in the league, or at least in the regular season was. And they are also the second highest scoring regular season team, had 286 goals this year, only behind the Lightning. So it is kind of surprising that they are not scoring all that much.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if Caps fans are gonna be mad at me or if they're gonna agree with my opinion.
What's he gonna say?
But the regular season doesn't mean much. Who is the other team you just said, Adam?
The Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
The
team that scored more goals than the Washington Capitals?
The Tampa Bay Lightning.
And where are they right now?
Golfing.
at home in Florida golfing their way to whatever they want to do in the afternoon because they're certainly not playing hockey. And that's the reality of the regular season and the playoffs. It doesn't always translate. And that's why we see time and time again these President's Trophies winners go out early in the playoffs, or the first seed in the East or in the West go out early in the playoffs, or teams that dominate on the goal sheet in the regular season don't do it in the playoffs. Like, what the Caps displayed over 82 games is fantastic, but right now they're getting outclassed by a better team, and Carolina just didn't do it at a consistent basis over the regular season as well as the Capitals, but that doesn't matter because they got into the playoffs and are now playing their best hockey.
They're playing spectacular hockey, and you know what? That's a team that year in, year out, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. Do not sleep on the Carolina Hurricanes, who were shafted by some people's words by Mikko Rantanen, and here they are in the second round. Hey, they might even meet him in the finals, but I hope not. I hope not. I want this team in the finals. Now, 10 minutes until Steve Dangle takes over for the Watchalong, and also happy Mother's Day. It's Adam Wylde, it's Jesse Blake, it's Maddie, Mad Dog, from SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. Remember, this is the place to come get your jersey crested. A lot of the jerseys I'm seeing out there are just freshly crested. And by the way, the Matthew Nyes jerseys, apparently, Jesse, are selling off the shelves. As I said the other day, I think they sold 250 jerseys right before Game 3.
Yeah, that's a lot of jerseys.
And
all Matthew Nyes.
Yes,
right?
and actually,
all 250.
It's so interesting. It's not all 250.
Oh, okay.
But the next day, they have to replenish their jerseys. So you'll see them wheel out a whole new thing of blank jerseys and go, okay, let's start building some more jerseys to put on the shelf because we're almost out. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how many they're selling. It's crazy. Now, around the league with 9 minutes to go here, the St. Louis Blues have a new logo, Jesse.
Yes, they do.
And I can remember when we were at a big corporation together, and everybody was like, ooh, there's a rebrand coming. And we're like, whoa, that's crazy. And they're like, wow, they spent like $2 or $3 million on this rebrand. And the company logo was a red circle, and all they did was shift it 25 degrees, and that was the big rebrand, and that's how this St. Louis Blues rebrand kind of feels to me. Can we bring it up on the screen?
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
It's kind of nuts because you're kind of like, okay, oh wow, this is going to make it great. Well, what kind of different thing are we going to do? Well, it looks like that's what it's going to be. Now, I like it, but I liked the original too. Jesse, you are the guy that knows fonts and design better than anybody that I know, and I mean that. You actually have a fonts tabletop book. So you do care about this kind of stuff.
I got a fonts poster because of you.
Yes, that's right.
You gifted me a fonts poster one time for my birthday. I still have that.
So let's talk about this. What do you like? What do you not like? Is this
I
a
like
good
the
rebrand?
first. I like the first one better.
Okay, why?
Because like the second one with the white outline just looks like they threw a white stroke on the original one and they just made the logo smaller. Like I don't understand why they needed to add the white stroke around it to shrink the actual logo part.
Does it pop on the jersey a little bit better, like as a blue background?
I don't know because I haven't seen it on a jersey.
Right.
So,
right. Big shout out to Iceletics for having this, by the way.
I assume that's a very good point. I assume it'll look beautiful on a jersey as the original Blues logo does. But as a standalone logo, what I'm looking at right now, I like the larger part of the logo because to me it kind of ends with the yellow and the white feels like it's not entirely a part of the logo. It just seems like an outline. And with the other one where the blue goes to the edge with the yellow, it feels bigger and better.
You like it a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not a big fan. of the redo.
I should mention that the Dallas Stars have officially defeated the Winnipeg Jets, and it was Wyatt Johnson at 14:06 of the third period that put it out of reach, 5-2.
Wow.
The final score. Rantanen with 3 points on the night. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1 goal, 2 assists. He's just an absolute monster. If he scores, it's pretty much game over. Let's go to the World Championships now, Jesse, because frankly, these get they're getting ignored, and they get ignored a little bit every year just because not a lot of stars tend to go. That's a little bit different this year. But also it happens during the playoffs, and there's only so much hockey you have time for or can watch. Canada is icing a line right now of Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, and Macklin Celebrini.
Which is just stupid.
That's a crazy
line. How?
Now, they beat Latvia today. They beat Slovakia yesterday. And because of double IHF rules, Sidney Crosby has to wear a neck guard, and that made a big stink. Everybody's, oh, wow, they're wearing neck guards. Not really a surprise that they won. But a really interesting watch all the same. Worth watching because all the games are on before the playoff games anyway. So if you can throw it on in the background, it's
Does
great.
the American team have stars on them? I haven't checked the roster.
I haven't. You know what? I could check it out. Team.
You can tell I haven't tuned into
USA
these
World.
games yet.
Well, so
been locked into the playoffs.
I am. It's interesting. I've been watching. Where's the roster here? Men's World Home, Men's World. So of course you click on that. None of these teams have great websites. So Matty Beniers is on the team.
Okay.
Cutter Gauthier, Clayton Keller, Logan Cooley.
Cutter Gauthier, who you hate.
I love Cutter Gauthier. Drew O'Connor, Brady Shea, Jeremy Swayman, Tage Thompson, Alex Vlasic. This is a really, really good team. Frank Nazar is on it, but it is nothing like the Maple Leaf, the red team.
It's not McKinnon, Crosby celebrating.
Yeah, and Ryan O'Reilly and whoever else. Like, it's a crazy team that Canada's icing. One thing I thought was worth mentioning, though, as we have 5 minutes to go until Steve Dangle takes over for the Watchalong, is that France almost beat Finland today.
No way.
And I watched the whole game. By the way, Belmar's on the team, which is amazing. He's 40. Pierre-Edouard, yeah. But it was right up until the end. But Eli Tolvanen scored 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of regulation. And so the game goes to overtime, and Juuso Parssinen scores the game winner, which is just such a bummer for Team France. Team France did beat Finland one time in 2017, 5-1.
Wow. No, that literally would have been historic.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I wish they pulled out that victory.
I do too. That's why the World Championships can be so much fun, right? Is do we put as much weight on it as, say, even like 4 nations in North America or the Olympics? Not really, but it's in Stockholm, and it's a great way to show your national pride. And obviously, this one in particular is special because we got the Olympics coming up.
Yeah, and how have we gone this long, Adam? I think somebody's going to give you a phone call without mentioning Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yes,
who got into a game, and a large reason he is there playing in the World Championships is because this is like the last thing on his resume. And what a cool way to complete your resume, going out and retiring with the gold medal for the World Championship.
So here's I don't want to cut you off, Jesse.
Okay. No, go ahead.
But so he not only that, he was also named Team Canada Player of the Game. Yes. But there are hints, even Allen. So Pierre Lebrun tweeted, Marc-Andre Fleury flashes the glove. I don't know. Could be the world champion. Could the World Championships change Flower's mind on retirement? Just kidding. Kind of. ... And then Allen took that and retweeted that and said, Flower has made his intentions clear. Kind of. ... So is that Allen being Allen?
That is Alan Walsh being a cheeky little boy and implying that there's a possibility that Marc-Andre Fleury could stick around, but he's not sticking around. He's done.
All right.
He's done.
Well, you know what? It's still great to see him, and I'm sure he's there just to be like, can I just play? It'd be nice to play with Sid one more time, right?
Yeah, like that reunion is so cool. Like I've seen the photos of them just around the World Championships and stuff, and it brings a tear to my eye, and it warms my heart to see those guys back together. It's awesome.
About 2.5 minutes left to go. Just rewinding on the front of the show here. Top stories going into tonight. Austin Matthews is playing. He is playing. He was not at morning skate, but he is playing, and that's happened before. He missed a morning skate in the Ottawa series, as did Anthony Stolarz, actually, and both came back and played great games. So, Jesse, we're not so worried about that, but we're happy with his defensive performance.
Yes, I think we need to lay off the criticism a little on Austin Matthews. The pitchforks need to be put away because he's contributing in different ways, and I think he's definitely dealing with something, and that's why his goal-scoring production has fallen a little bit, but that does not mean he's not being elite on the ice.
Luke Fox called this the most important game of Joseph Woll's life. Can he rise to the occasion?
I 100% think so. Joseph Woll has shown that he's been able to give enough for the Leafs to allow them to win games. He's a good enough starting goaltender to keep you in any game, and I think he delivers again tonight.
And the last one, it is Brad Marchand's friggin' birthday. So I'm praying that the Leafs make him pay for it. You want to have a fun birthday? Not against us, not tonight. But Jesse, you've got some worries about this.
I think the birthday bump is real. I am a believer in the birthday bump. We saw it with Mitch Marner, a week ago, where he had a spectacular game on his birthday. Brad Marchand, Leafs, you better double cover him because I'm worried about that birthday bump. Also
worth mentioning, the Leafs are starting on time in this series. 2 goals in 3 games in the first minute. Paul Maurice addressed it today at Morning Skate, saying we got to stop this. Brad Marchand said the Leafs have that killer instinct. Obviously, the Leafs want to make good on that Brad Marchand compliment, but shot attempts, shots on net, scoring chances, inner slot shots, one-timers, and goals all favor the Leafs by almost double in most of those categories, which is pretty unbelievable. And I can hear Metallica playing in the background in Maple Leaf Square, which means it's almost time for Steve Dangle on his watch-along. Jesse, how much time do we actually have?
I'm giving you like 30 seconds here, Adam.
30 seconds to go. Well, it's all
10 seconds!
It's actually 10?
10 seconds,
it's
still
10
puck
seconds?
drop!
All right. So Steve Dangle, is it actually 10?
It's 10 seconds, still puck drop. It's 5 now.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, Steve Dangle is taking over the watch-along right now for Jesse Blake, Maddie Mad Dog, and myself, Adam Wylde. Have a great night, and go Leafs go.
Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we in our game? It's not logical, but you contemplate, are we am I?
Oh, Yes. 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 Game 4. That's what we're doing tonight. That's what the watch along is tonight, folks. Shout out to all the moms. Say hi to your mom. Tell your mom I said hi on this Mother's Day, because it's game 4 between the Leafs and the Panthers. I'm Steve Dangle. This is the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, and tell all your friends, because this watch along is brought to you by SportChek. There it is. There it is right there. SportChek is your playoff destination. If your destination is the playoffs, then SportChek is your destination. It's your playoff destination. Does that make sense to you? It ought to. It's got a Door Crashers deal on right now. The big check event. 60% off. Up to 60% off. And guess what? Hey, guess what? Tomorrow. At the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square, we got chairs. Well, why do we have chairs? Because we want to see you while we record a brand new episode of the Steve Dangle podcast at the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. Be there tomorrow around 10:30. Nope, don't. 11:30. We'll be recording until roughly 1:30. You can come for a few minutes. You can come the whole time. You can do whatever you want, as long as you say hi to your mom, and check us out at the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. Oh, Drew said I'm forgetting the most important thing, wishing Brad Marchand a happy birthday. Actually, you know what? I got to wish my parents a happy 40th anniversary. Today I learned my parents' anniversary is Brad Marchand's birthday. I learned that today. Are you not entertained? Says James Reed. Let's go, says Sedine Magic. Wes Richard gifts 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Haven't worn a jersey at all these playoffs because of work. I have a signed Woll next gen jersey. Should I wear it tonight? Go Leafs, go. Love from Chicopee, Massachusetts. You should wear it. Steve, we going off tonight? We going till the world stops turning? Are we burning it to the ground? I was blasting Panama today, and my son was singing it too. Tonight, Marner earns the new contract. Ooh, chat, like early, like often. That is right. We got 3,000 in here. Click like. 5 goals against Hellebuck. Are we on fraud watch again? Well, one of them probably shouldn't have counted. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And I want to shout out my brother-in-law, Chris, who prefers to be called Topher. He hates that, actually. No, he doesn't look like the guy from that. He likes Chris because he gave me these. Ah! We're bringing Toronto to Florida. That's what we're doing. I'm going to keep hitting the mic. Maybe I shouldn't have. Yo, this guy just started the American anthem. He's taken the scenic route with these notes. No, I know the American anthem second. It's just I was talking the whole time, so I'm like, surely he's done by now. This isn't John Acosta. No, this is they showed his name. It wasn't John Acosta. Did you get Mr. Marchand a birthday card? No. I got him a wheel of cheese. Calling it now 5-2 Panthers, unfortunately. Disagree. Burps McGurps. Did Jim Nill trade for Lemieux this deadline? Yo. Mikko Rantanen has been unbelievable. Bernardine Lewis, welcome to SDP VIP. Hey, hey, hey! If you want to become an SDP VIP, I recommend it. Because if you listen to the Steve Dangle podcast, great. That means you get 3 episodes a week. Unless you are an SDP VIP, then you get 4. Because we do our 3 regular episodes, and then we get the 4th VIP episode where we talk about all kinds of stuff. Could 100 dudes fight and beat a bear? Could I eat a whole bunch of chips from Japan? All sorts of stuff. That's what you get if you become an SDP VIP. Also, the fun emojis in the chat. And there's an optional ad-free tier. The VIP episode is always ad-free, but you can get every episode of the Steve Dangle podcast ad-free if you become an SDP VIP ad-free. What refs give Marchand a gift tonight? None of them. None of them. It's Gord Dwyer and Francis Chiron. I could see Gord Dwyer being a little jumpy on the whistle tonight. He recently got yelled at in the Vegas Oilers series for not calling a penalty. Freak 811, 5 SDPM memberships. Thank you, Nicholas. Steve, I'm manifesting, and I've been manifesting a Leafs win. First 2 at home, losing game 3, win game 4 and game 5, taking the series. Let's go. Paul L., every time except once this playoffs that I have been on time or early for your stream, Leafs have won. Go Leafs go from Holy Toledo. Hi, Steve. Here's a question. Nike, Adidas, or Reebok in terms of sports gear? I'm doing a Reebok NHL. Oh, dude, whoever gives me free stuff. That's my answer. Puck is about to be dropped in Florida. Matthews line against the Lundell line. The puck is dropped. The Leafs win the opening draw of this game. My name is Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel, brought to you by SportChek. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. It is airmail deep into the Panther zone. Marner after it. And the Panthers get it up ice. Marchand one-on-one with Jake McCabe, who handles it very well. Oh, and Marchand is bumped hard by McCabe. Lundell knocked to the ice by McCabe. The Panthers double-team Tanev, and that's Luostarinen and Lundell. But Matthews helps him out. Cross to Nylander. Leafs with a quick change here. Willie, cross ice. Behind the net for Willie. He's got JT in front. Couldn't center it. Pacioretty has to get after it. He smushes Marchand. Barkov now out there. They're trying to do Barkov against the Willie line. I'm going to do my best with the super chats. Go Leafs go, says Chris Waters. I agree. Bobrovsky plays it out of reach of Pacioretty. Holmberg comes in for the hit. Panthers attacking 3-on-3 here. Barkov, he's got Forsling. Oh, Pacioretty just ran into the net and still down. He's saying he's okay. He's kind of laughing it off. I think he just went in on his own. I'll have to watch it again. Robert Bet, at least your playoff beard is better than Marner's. That is true. Is the Marchand thing just another Leafs trauma thing? Because my lasting memory of him is having zero impact in the 2013 final, followed closely by the image of him making the worst change ever in the Stanley Cup final against St. Louis. Call him A, call him B. He's got 12 goals against the Leafs in playoff history. Something Costco gravy. I don't know the lore. We need Speedy V in here. David Farlight Romano, welcome to SDP VIP, and whoever managed message, they're from Uganda. Passion. Wow. Carlo plays it into the neutral zone. No icing. We're already a minute and a half into this one. Holmberg, good job grinding on the wall there. To McMahon, out there with Domi. Holmberg, behind the net. No Leaf defenseman pinches. Whoa! That was a big hit behind the play. I think it was Holmberg. Shot from the Panthers. Woll stops it. Carlo collects it calmly into the neutral zone, but out of reach of a teammate. Into the neutral zone. Domi chasing after it, but he wanted to get a change. A high sticking call coming up. And Domi's getting it? It better not have been because he stayed out late. I didn't see it. Sup, Steve? Habs fan here. Hate y'all, but get the cup. Sure, I'll take it. And it was Domi staying out too late. Attaboy, Max. Attaboy. No, it's 2. Just over 2 minutes into the game. Max. Dude. Now the Panthers have an early power play. Max has not been good in Florida. Matthews wins the opening draw. That's huge. McCabe can't get it out, though. Marner also can't get it out. Seth Jones to Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe, cross ice for Jones. On. That's stopped. Barkov. Only 15 seconds gone. Good Lord. Marner chases the point. It's Reinhart. Tkachuk lets it go. Panthers with it at the point. Barkov now shoots, blocked by Tanev, and out into the neutral zone. That's huge. Matthews changes. There's another change there, too. Carlo comes on, I think, for McCabe. Cross ice. Shot. That makes it through. It's a stop by Woll, and the Leafs clear it down the ice. Muddy Dog. Thank you. John Acosta. GG's, bro. You going to do an LFR for the parade? Shut up! Stop jinxing it. Here comes Rodriguez. Penalty half killed. But half kill ain't killed. Carlo and Benoit digging at it. Rodriguez gets it around. Is Marchand going to hold the zone? He does. Rodriguez has trouble handling that. Marchand into retrieve. Bennett behind the net. Half wall. Marchand has it now. It's at the point. Bomb. Wide by Nate Schmidt. Schmidt at the point. 25 seconds to go in this kill. Ekblad. 2D out there for the Panthers. On. Wide. Schmidt with it at the point. 15 seconds. Schmidt. Wide. 10 seconds. Ekblad. Nyes breaks it out, and he's going to rush it out. 5 seconds. Nyes. Waiting for reinforcements. It's hard because they're on the kill. It's over now. Nyes. Great. He's taking on like 3 Panthers at once. Ekman Larson cross ice. Riley gets it to Nylander. Tavares! Where'd that go? OEL gets it. Riley. This is all because of what Nyes did. Tavares retrieves it. Tavares, OEL, Willie. Falls. Panthers clear the zone. Leafs keep the puck. That's all right. The Victoire just won in 4th overtime. Ugh. The Seattle Kraken commentators Eddie O and John Forsland on the American borders. Hopefully good luck for the Wait, what? Are they calling from a screen again? We got a bit of a brouhaha there at the end of the shift. Before I forget, happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Dangle. Thank you. On behalf of her. Breakfast in bed this morning. Got the kids up. That was a nice block there from McCabe. Do you think Don Sweeney told Marchand that he is going to be traded? Where would you like to go? How fast did Marchand say Florida? Very fast. Drew goes, you cook breakfast while watching 2 kids? Yep. It was hard. I don't know how she does it. Face off in the Panthers zone. Leafs win that clean. It's the 3rd line out there. I think this might be their first shift. Nyes has gone to the Leafs dressing room. Hopefully it's nothing. That would be a huge loss, obviously. Lawton. Here come the Panthers. Leafs have numbers back, though. This is technically 4th line on 4th line, but not really. I don't consider the Lawton line the 4th line. Oh, they call that icing? Panthers dogged it. Happy Mother's Day to girl dad, says Steeson. Yeah. McCabe's looked bad the last few games. Bad decisions. I'm not sure about that. Unhappy birthday, Brad. I've been saying since Nyes came into the league that he is going to be a star. I agree, and I friggin' hope he comes back to this game because he's in the dressing room right now. Face off in the Leaf zone. Barkov wins that clean. One-timer from the point. That is stopped. Rebound! Whoa! Another shot! That, oh my gosh. Leafs get lucky there as the puck squirts out. Woll's been tested a couple times early. McMahon out there. Is he out there in place of Nyes? It looks like he is. Yep. McMahon is out there in place of Nyes for the time being. Oh, Nyes has returned to the Leaf bench. Okay. Who knows? McMahon taken down. Panthers way up the ice. Reinhardt at the blue line. Carlo's going to go get it in his own end. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. 4,500 of you in here. Only 1,200 likes. That's not good enough. Puck goes into the Panthers bench. Reinhardt. Oh, had a good chance there. But not good enough. Steve Dangle here on the SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell your friends for this Game 4 watch-along that is brought to you by SportChek, your playoff destination for all things playoff destination. It's your destination for all the playoff destination. It is your playoff destination. Hey, if you go there, select locations, guess what they can do? They can letter your jersey. But how long are they going to take? Not very long. They consider themselves to be the fastest in the biz. And why wouldn't they? I actually watch them work. I watch them do their thing. Lickety split. Real quick. They got heat press. They got the stitch. MLB. Leafs jerseys. A lot of same day options. Up to 60% off on door crashers. And tomorrow, Steve Dangle podcast will be recording at the SportChek in Maple Leaf Square. We got chairs. They're laid out just for you. So you can come and watch us record live in the store, the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. I need a hero. I keep seeing memes about commercials that people are annoyed by. And I'm so dialed in when I'm doing these streams. Like, I know what you're talking about, and I've heard it 1,000 times too. But my brain just, it doesn't register any of it. By the way, second intermission, we're going to be doing trivia through the Spark app. Click the link in the description. We're going to be doing prizes. The reason I am pointing at this is what you get if you finish in second or third place. It is a Spark SDPN mini stick. I don't know what the top prize is tonight. And other participants get 15% off at the SDPN shop. Face off just outside of the Panthers zone. Puck is dropped. Domi wins it. So Domi's out there with Yarncroke right now. Domi, Yarncroke, Lawton on the wing. Okay. Bennett flips it in. Verhaeghe and Carlo battling. Carlo gets it to Riley. Kulikov collects it at the point, throws it on and wide. Domi in his own end. To Lawton, off the wall. Yarncroke giving chase. Lawton hands it to Domi. Lawton gives chase. 1-on-3 as the Leafs change here. Marner comes in. Lawton, can't get it to a friendly stick. Leafs hold the zone, though. Mike Schmidt, I hate that I've got the same last name as the enemy. Oh, Schmidt. I was like, who? Oh, Nate Schmidt. The worst. I know it shouldn't have taken me that long. I'm sorry. Did Marner just get called there? He thought he might have. Rodriguez to Barkov. Shot is blocked. Tanev is rocked from behind by Marchand. He pops right back up. I mean, Tanev was just standing there, to be fair. Dylan P, welcome to STP VIP ad free. I see the playoff experience. Murray is on the bench. Oh, Murray's on the bench. Excellent. Hildeby was there last game. Benoit to Tavares in front. That was slightly risky. Leafs get out. Is that icing, though? No, it is not. Ekblad. Steve, how you feeling about this game? I'm pretty hype. I'm feeling great. Can't you tell? 11:52 to go in the first period. It's icing. The Leafs will head to the offensive zone for a draw. Shout out Liam and Cass. You better be watching. We were at Mother's Day dinner together, and they said, see you in a little bit. And they better be here right now is all I'm saying. Tavares on the draw. Tavares against Lundell. Did I get seafood linguine? No, I did yesterday, though, with my mom. And then when we were outside after dinner, some lady girl was banging on the glass. And she goes, Dangle! It's like, thank you for making me look impressive to my mom. Lundell dumps it in on Woll, who covers it up. I hate that Mike Schmidt is the same name as the enemy. Damn right. Thank you, Aiden. Tanev's controller died. It did look like that. Hey, Steve, my dad and I have been big fans since LFR 8. Wow. My dad said this guy is going places and he couldn't be any more wrong. No, he said right. We love you, bud. Love to your family. Thank you, Michael. Michael Carnevale. Face off in the Leaf zone. Bennett versus looks like Lawton. Nope, sorry, that's Nosek. I got confused by the 9. Nosek gets kicked out for Greer. Shout out Paulin. Panthers hold the zone. Only just 8 times 8 for Nyes. I wouldn't say no. On from Schmidt, deflected. That's wide. Good hit from Lorentz. Panthers keep it, though. Carlo after it. Nosek's been a good addition to the lineup for this Panthers team. Schmidt. Shot. Stop by Woll. Who was screaming no stick? Oh, someone doesn't have a stick. Schmidt has it in the neutral zone. That was offside. Yep. 10:58 to go in the first. Big Willie Nylander energy. Go Leafs go. Steve, give Wayne McInnes a go Leafs go. Go Leafs go, Wayne. Whoa. Panthers 4-4 all time when trailing a series 2-1. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good actually. Leafs win that draw just outside of their zone. McMahon back with his normal line with Domi and Holmberg. Ooh, McCabe steps into his man, and then he's stepped into by Bennett. And there's going to be a penalty here. Verhaeghe's down. I didn't see what happened. Hit from behind. Oh, no. Going to need another kill here. You want to talk about having the same name as the enemy? Oh, this guy's name is Sam Bennett. It's Bobby McMahon in the box. I'm a Wylde fan. Here, wait. I'll read that. Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, that's 2 minutes. Boarding. Oh, no, that's the call. Oh. I'm a Wylde fan, and I share a similar last name to Nicholas Hague, although mine is spelled different. Pissed to keep hearing my name against the Wylde. Panthers win the opening draw of this power play for them. Barkov down low. Kachuk along the half wall. Verhaeghe. Marner almost clears it. Barkov. On. That's deflected, but wide. Reinhart. Yeah, the Leafs clear the zone. That was a good job by Tanev behind the net there. 1:35 to go in the second Panthers power play. You'd like to think that the next one is going the Leafs way, but we'll see. Panthers gain the zone. It might have been offside. Nice. Trying to team up with Carlo. It doesn't quite work. Benoit! Holy cow! Who was that he just leveled? Wow! The Leafs clear it. He obliterated Sam Reinhart. Whoa! Wow! Panthers halfway through this power play. That hit's not going to mean anything if they score here. But holy cow! Oh, did he get a piece of him? Panthers. Schmidt misses Marchand. 40 seconds. Schmidt on. High and out. 35 seconds to go. Tanev to the numbers and a jump, but that's a call. I didn't see the jump. I'd have to watch it again. Tanev to Carlo off the glass and almost out. Bennett with it at the point. Skating with it. Swatted to the side by Carlo. 15 seconds to go. At the point. Ekblad. Shot. Blocked by Tanev. Schmidt. 5 seconds. Ekblad. Penalty is done. McMahon has to sprint onto the ice here. Oh, what a play! What a stop by Woll! Oh, that was a great chance for the Panthers. Get on your horse, Bobby. They gain center and dump it. Oh, Panthers out shooting the Leafs 9-3 early here. A lot of that is 2 power plays, but not great nonetheless. 8:18 to go in the first period. The Panthers ice the puck. Oh, please show me this hit again. Barkov, Reinhart chases. Wham! Oh, wow. That's just about the biggest hit I've seen Benoit throw as a Leaf. And that was a great save by Woll on Rodriguez. Wow, wow, wow. Do you see me get sprayed there? It's Tavares versus Lundell on the faceoff. Willie would have gotten that puck, but it hit the official skate. Leafs are offside because there was a Leaf in the Florida bench. Was that William Nylander? Like he literally walked out of the door. What happened there? So he went for a hit. Oh, Mikkola opened the door and William Nylander, he could have got really hurt there. As we go to commercial break. Might have saved him. Well, I'm just thinking because sharp edges, right? That's one of my number one fears in hockey. I'm not afraid when I'm out there. I'm afraid of the door. Saludos from Miami, Florida to all Canadians. Special to all mom. I don't know what saludos means. I hope it is not a swear. I do not know. Cass and Liam are watching. Way to go. Way to go. Saludos means greetings. Thank goodness. Marty Turco move, says Leif Opsted. What is that? What is that? I knew Marty Turco was like a puck mover. Benoit meat grinder. Yes. No, Nyes has been back for a couple shifts. He was on that penalty kill. It's interesting because Tanev left the game for a few minutes in game 3. Now Nyes, he left very early. What was it? Rennettman, I'm not reading that. Go Leafs go from Boston. Panther hate is greater than Marchie love. Wow. Wow. I need Matthews to score this game. They're talking about it on the broadcast right now. I think he's been playing very, very well. But he's not scoring. And he's highest paid player in the league. So he doesn't get a lot of wiggle room, and I understand that. Leafs win the center ice faceoff. Pretty fortunate for it to still be 0-0, given that they took 2 penalties. They're getting outshot 9-3. Oh, great pass from Riley to Tavares to gain the zone. Leafs down low. Pacioretty looked like he was trying to draw a call. All 3 forwards in there. Panthers come out with it. Can we get a mighty might roar? Also, what a hit. Rodriguez into the high slot. Reinhart has it taken off him. Panthers lose the zone. That might be the hardest hit Reinhart's ever taken in his career. I can't think of another one offhand. Panthers hold the zone on. Stop by Woll. Mikkola goes to collect the rebound. It's behind the Leafs net now. Lundell and Nyes battling for it. Tavares is kind of trapped out there. We need Matthews to get out there. Nyes wins the puck. Chips it in for himself. He'll race against Mikkola. He takes him into the boards. Matthews is out there now like a bat out of hell. McCabe. Oh, Matthews is robbed by the glove of Bob. Matthews, in most other years, just rips that. He doesn't hold it. He doesn't corral it. He just rips it. That was a good chance, though. Probably the Leafs' best of the game so far. Been watching for a while. Love the content. Go Stars. Benoit beef blasting Benoit. I don't think that one's going to stick. Matthews leads the playoffs in missed shots on net. Is that a real stat, though? I'd believe it. I'm just asking. Nyes had to adjust his cup for his massive dingleberries. Thank you, Hazy. Face-off in the Florida zone. 6:45 to go in the first. It is Matthews. And he wins it to Marner. Oh, who fired it just wide on the 1T. Matthews tries to draw the interference call. He's not going to get it. Penalties 2-0 for Florida. Paul Maurice keeps track of that. Digging in the leave zone. Matthews gets it out. Are they calling another one against Toronto? Oh my God. Really? Are you serious? Nyes into the hands of Verhaeghe. That's pretty friggin' weak, dude. So Austin is hurt, eh? Has to be. Well, I hope not, because he's going to have to kill this penalty. Nyes is a penalty killer, by the way. I haven't seen Benoit murder someone like that. Me neither. Panthers 0 for 2 on the power play, but they have 3 shots. 6:22 to go in the first. Gonna have to kill it again. Yep. Shot. Panthers luckily break their stick. Lawton gets it down the ice. Didn't I call this in the chat, Drew? So Gord Dwyer and Francis Sharon are the refs. Gord Dwyer, in his last game, if I'm not mistaken, that was game 2, Edmonton, Vegas, and Vegas was furious at him for not making calls. So this game, the home team gets a 3-0 advantage in the first period. This penalty kill's going pretty well so far. There's a lot of time left. 1:15 as Barkov gains the zone. Hands it off to Tkachuk. It's at the point for Jones. Has trouble handling it. Tkachuk behind the net. Tkachuk down low. Oh, Matthews can't quite get it out. They get it out. 55 seconds left in this kill. Yeah, Matthews gets rid of it. Drew was talking about how Florida had such a penalty disadvantage in the series because it's 3-0 in this game. They're only 1 back at Toronto now. Panthers gain the zone with 35 seconds to go in this power play. It's around, where is it? Marchand down low for Bennett. Gets it back to Marchand. Down. Oh! Weird bounce. Woll stops it. Florida gets it back. Marchand. Where is it? Deflected wide. Behind the net. Collected. Fired. Oh, not down the ice. Schmidt. Marchand, 10 seconds. Schmidt Ekblad on. Stop by Woll. His best period of these playoffs so far. 4:27 to go in the first. 5 seconds left in this miserable kill. Yeah. Now, Drew, if that one goes in, is that a kick? Man, I don't know if you guys saw the call on the game-winning goal in Dallas, Winnipeg today. Hockey, more than any other sport, has its most passionate fans going through the rule book like every game. Like a thing will happen and we're all like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm falling behind on Super Chats. Good win by Matthews. OEL. Did that go straight out of play? The refs are going to talk. OEL saying no. Let's see. Oh. No, what was that slap? Oh! The Leafs took 4 minor penalties this first period. Well, let's see if they call it. They might not call it. Four minutes. 4 minutes. I mean, sorry, not 4 minutes. By the way, this kid with the Barkov jersey, he's been on camera every game. How does one gift memberships? Bottom right corner, there's the little dollar sign. It should give you options. If it doesn't give you an option on your phone, it should on desktop. So Nyes is going to come out of the box in 2 seconds. This is a 2-second 5-on-3. What a miserable first period. Kachuk, cross ice. Shot, deflected wide. Nyes is out there. One-timer, they score. Carter Verhaeghe. Like, what do you want? What do you want? You play with fire, you're going to get burned. 4 penalties. You took 4 penalties to none in the first period. What are you, stupid? Good Lord. They're out shooting you 13-4. I wonder why. They've had more guys on the ice than you for half the period. Panthers score. No wonder they score. It's 1-0. Brutal. Just a miserable sack of garbage period. $4.15 to make up for it. Woll has been playing so damn well. Help him out. Good Lord. Leafs win the faceoff at center ice. I'm sure they're about to take a penalty. Domi to Holmberg. Holmberg, good work here. Drive the net, kid. To Carlo. Oh, in front. Nothing. Here comes Kachuk. 1-on-1 with Riley. Waiting for reinforcements to show up. Verhaeghe, here he comes. He's taken off the puck. It's at the point. On. Blocked. You took 4 penalties in 16 minutes. Refs better even this up in the second. What are you, new? The Panthers. Yeah, the Panthers work hard, but the refs work harder. I'm inclined to blame the Leafs' discipline more than the refs. I think I kind of agree with SL there. I mean, I thought the one on Nyes was kind of soft, but this is what happens. Yeah. Tavares battling for it. Nylander battling for it. Bobrovsky covers it up, and this will be an O-zone draw, which is about one of 2 nice things to happen to the Leafs this period. I hope Berube rips into these guys in intermission. Everyone but Nyes, Woll, and Lawton have been awful. Nyes was in the box! Josh Perry, thank you. Can we get a Berube cut it out speech? You will. Rooting for the Leafs just for an all-Canada final. Go, refs, go. That review was longer than the SNTV deal. Would that mean they started doing series management, trying to even out the power plays? I don't think so. We got a stat from Sports and Stats. What's up, Drew? The Panthers are the first team in the National Hockey League with a 4 power play first period in the playoffs. Everything happens to the Leafs. Everything. Game management from the refs has to kick in soon. No. Nope. Cat still took 6 minutes of power play to score. The penalty kill has been good. The penalty kill has been legitimately good. Like, Woll's been legitimately good. Thank you to Yad. Berube needs to complain about this after the game. It's true. That guy in St. Louis did it in 2019, and it seemed to work well for him. It legitimately did. Hey, nearly 7,000 people in here, only 1,700 likes. I know you're here to feast on my Leaf tears. Just click like. It takes a second. It's free. It helps us out a big bunch. Please click like. Face off in the Panthers zone. It's Tavares against Lindell. Lindell wins. Sorry, it's Barkov, rather. Barkov wins. Rodriguez, good job protecting the puck there. Riley gets it away from Reinhart. Gets it away from Barkov. Riley's out there with OEL, I guess because of the ozone draw. Tavares falls down. And is this offside or a penalty? It's offside. As much as this pains me to say as a Habs fan, go Leafs, go. Man, people hate the Panthers. NHL said, shut up about... Wait. Shut up about it. Wes McCauley to us. Steve, are you ready to party? Sure. Leafs penalties were definitely penalties, but the Panthers have been committing infractions like this left, right, and center with less scrutiny. Joke league. You're not wrong. Don't think there's ever been a time the Leafs got 4 straight power plays in a period in a playoff game. Ozone time, 2:25 to 5:25. Matthews wins that faceoff just outside the Panther zone, and Tanev blasts it in. Matthews gets it to McCabe at the point on. Stop by Bob. Good screen in front from Mitch. He's done a much better job of that this season. He's found a few new toys to add to his little arsenal this year. That's wide of the Leaf net. Panthers dump it even though they lost the zone. Sick of officials never having to face the press. Well, I agree with you there. Well, like, okay, forget this game. It'd be nice to hear from the league regarding the Jets Stars kick-in. And not just some release statement. Let us ask questions. McCabe. Oh, no! Juggled puck. Benoit has it. Up the ice for Lawton. Lawton loses it in the neutral zone. Here comes Verhaeghe. That's directed wide. McCabe to Benoit. Berube screwing with the D pairs again. Lawton up the ice. Lorentz after it. He's in a race with Kulikov. Kulikov holding on to his stick! Brutal! Here come the Panthers. What a joke. Nylander has it in his own end. 1 minute 3 seconds to go in the first. Hands it off to OEL. That pass sucked. Here come the Panthers. Reinhart breakaway shot. Stopped by the blocker of Woll, who's been magnificent. And the only reason this game isn't 3 or 4-0. Here are the Panthers. Benoit, another decent hit behind the net. Can't clear the zone. That's horrible from Nylander. Rodriguez, one-timer from Forsling, stopped by Woll. They have abandoned this young man. Good Lord. Pacioretty knocks down Lundell. Marchand gets it to the point. Forsling. 22 seconds to go in this period. Lundell trying to center it. Doesn't work. Nylander gets it down the ice. No icing. 10 seconds to go in the first. Panthers, one last chance. Lundell on, stopped by the blocker of Woll. Reverse hit at the horn. And the best thing I can say about the first period of Game 4 is that it's over. And the Leafs are only down 1. What a miserable pile of garbage. 4 power plays surrendered to none. SL sent 10 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Thank you. Shot count is painful today. Yeah. Something tells me it'll be different in the second. Anathara, welcome to SDP VIP ad free. Does Marchand order a separate shipment of sticks designated for refs? He probably gets them all at once. Less shipping. 4 straight kills messes with the D pairs and matchups. That's fair. To think we've all been giving the Leafs credit for starting games on time these playoffs. The fact they made it out of that period only down 1. You know what? Like, if you want to be an optimist about this, yeah, it could be 4-0. Like, I mean, that's arguably their worst period of the playoffs. Like, that was bad. That was bad, and they're only down 1-0. Considering Woll took 2 periods worth of shots and ozone time in a single period, could be a lot worse. 100%. Woll getting hung out to dry today. Holy. Time for the old Berube tapes again. I agree. I'm mad Tanev is studying and not focusing on hockey. What? Steve gets a very specific look in the eyes when he's absolutely furious with the refs. Yeah, do I look like a absolute nut? I'm mad at the league in general, but I was more mad at the Leafs than the refs. Take a peek at my other super, Steve. Oh my gosh. Scrolling. I'm not going to be able to get to all of them tonight, guys. No, I meant in general. The assists are great, but Austin used to be automatic. Well, I agree with that. I still think he's been playing well. The team signed sticks for the refs tonight. Already been banned to the basement. Tough start. Is Berube going to hold up the 4-0 signal? He should, because it's really funny. The ice can't get more tilted. Oh, want to bet? The Leafs have just as many shots as they do penalties. Ooh! Oh, my God! Marchand will deliver 37 hits for his 37th birthday. What about 47 licks? Or 37 licks? 37 dives. D didn't look terrible. Hope the offense steps up. I do agree with that. The look in his eyes like Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was feuding with Bret Hart. Ooh, what a compliment. And Leafs need to wake up and fast. Drew, what is our intermission clip? It's Does Wes McCauley Hate Toronto? That's amazing. Throw to it. Second intermission. Don't forget the Spark app. We will be doing trivia. And when you click the link in the description, you can actually put your number into the app so that you will get a text notification when trivia begins. Enjoy this very well-timed clip. So they had a graphic that came out a couple years ago that the Leafs were 0-8 with Wes McCauley. They retweeted it and said they're now 0-9 with Wes McCauley. Then the Leafs lost this game.
So
They're 0-10
in Wes McCauley.
in Wes McCauley games. And I did the math this morning. I think they're getting outscored. I think it's 44-23.
Right. And
in
so
those 10 games.
And by the way, I know it wasn't Wes that made that call. It was his partner in crime,
TJ Luxman,
who also sucks. But
well, I mean, name the good ones. Right?
Well, there are better refs. I mean, and there are refs for teams that are better too, like Kelly Sutherland. If you're a Vancouver Canucks fan,
you hate him.
They're 0-12 in the playoffs when Kelly Sutherland refs a game. 0-12. There's something to that.
Okay, the Wes McCauley thing, coincidence or actually something?
Actually, something with Keefe when Keefe was behind the bench. Actually, something last night I didn't see that so much. You can't get me off. Wes McCauley sucks. He does.
0-10 is peculiar.
Sorry, it's not peculiar anymore. 0-5 is peculiar.
Yeah. Well, here
10 games? No, not one.
So
I'll give you this.
Not one.
But for that to matter, you think he's deliberately not calling penalties for the Leafs?
Wes McCauley
I don't
is
believe
a human being, and he hated Sheldon Keefe, and Sheldon Keefe hated him. And I think so. So I'm not even talking about last night. The
so you don't
history
care
leading
about
up to this.
last
Last night, though, the Pacioretty call with a minute and 50 seconds to go. It's a trip.
It's a trip.
But how many times does Wes McCauley
it's
let
a
that
trip
go?
on the puck carrier.
That's
it's a trip on the puck carrier.
He does not want to call that the call. Pacioretty tripped him.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him no choice, in my opinion. Here's what I would say. The Leafs had more power plays, and they've had more power plays in this series. The reason for that is the Panthers break the rules so much. So very much. And they can't
Call them all.
Won't call them all. The trip on Mitch Marner when the Leafs had a power play. It's a trip, 5-on-3. They're not going to call that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not going to do it.
That was on the breakaway.
That's not even the one I was talking about.
Oh, that's not the one.
Not even the one.
Because the breakaway, when Mitch got pulled down on the breakaway, there was a delayed penalty on that.
Literally tugging on his jersey.
I thought they were gonna get 2 minutes of 5-on-3.
Nope.
But yeah, that's not. We're not even talking about the same one. So Steve, where do you land on this? Because I'm thinking, I don't think
0-10 guys.
I don't think he's deliberately trying to tank Leaf games.
No. The Leafs keep playing teams that play a harder game than them in the playoffs. I know this team is not last year's team, but more experienced refs, and he's one of the most, if not the most experienced ones, like an older brand of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say older, I mean more rugged and violent. And who have the Leafs kept losing to? The Bruins, and now it's the Panthers.
One game, by the way.
The more experienced the official is, the more they're going to let go, and the more it benefits the rougher team. You're going to look at the penalties called, and you're going to see the Leafs have more power plays, and you're going to go, what are you talking about? And I'm here to tell you, you are being willfully ignorant. It's not about the penalties that they call. It's about the ones that they don't.
That are at key moments in key situations when the Leafs are pressuring the Panthers.
Yes.
And then usually when you got a hard forecheck or you're on the power play, the chances that the defending team will offend and make a mistake because they're out of position or because they're being in desperation are higher, which is why you get 5-on-3s. But the refs won't do that.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, okay, with Wes McCauley for me, I feel like, I don't feel like it's the same. Like the Leafs almost won this game. It was not like egregious like it was in years past.
I don't like him. Well, I can't put it on him.
No.
I'm like everyone else, I think, on this one.
And the Leafs killed the damn penalty.
And they killed the damn penalty. It was a penalty.
0-10, though. Don't tell me there isn't something there.
I mean,
I think Leaf fans have a point. I think Canucks fans have a point with Kelly Sutherland. Don't put them on those games.
I mean, Wes McCauley is not the only official that I dread. Mm-hmm. What was the combination? The other Eric Furlat, and there was another guy, Graham Skilleter. I don't want to deal with it. But has someone at the league at least been like, that's odd?
No.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Because to de-stress from the Stanley Cup playoffs, I often watch basketball stuff. Every time I see CP3 Chris Paul on the floor with Scott Foster. I'm like, why is this still happening? Get these two men off the court together. They cannot be on the same court. They can't. Chris Paul's record, like probably a Hall of Fame basketball player, and he is like 2 in a million or something against this guy. They scream at each other, mostly Chris Paul screaming at him, but they scream at each other every time they play. I'm like, this isn't healthy. I'm not saying that's what it is with Wes, but 0-10 is wild. And they went 0-3 with him in the regular season. There's something there. I'd love to know who those games were against.
Listen, if you follow stats at all, and you're telling me 0-10 is nothing to look at, shut up. You don't follow stats then. Like, that is a stat. That is hard evidence.
0-10 in like any situation with like any amount of variables.
And this goes for any team.
Is impossible. Like, it's so hard. Like the fact that Pete DeBoer is 9-0 in game 7s. Like, irreplicable. Like, how does that happen? You play all 10 of those games over again. Like, surely the Leafs win one of them, but
Brad Marchand scores,
of course.
And he loved the celebration, whatever. That's his second goal of the playoffs. So
yeah, his line. I saw that and I'm like, oh, he's not having a good playoffs. No.
No, he's having a great playoffs.
His line's unreal.
No, they're very, very good.
I'm so angry at everyone who's like, who's this Anton Lundell?
What?
Dude, his 4 seasons in the league, President's Trophy, Cup final this year. Pay attention.
He's effective. Yeah.
He's
so
good.
that goes in, and again, I say that is the best the Panthers had. It was 2 or 3 fluky goals, and a couple that probably shouldn't have gone in. Like if Joseph Woll had tracked the pucks better, Jesse mentioned it earlier. I do feel like the Leafs, if we're gonna be honest here, this is a little bit they did it to themselves.
It is. One thing I don't like is the narrative. If Stoley's in net, they win that game.
No, I don't like that either.
Well, I mean, maybe,
But
he wasn't. And in game 4, he ain't going to be.
yeah.
Probably won't be in game 5. He's not even in Florida right now. It was Hildeby backing up, which
Matt Murray said.
Yeah.
Had
an illness, Berube said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I was like, why? How come? Okay, good. Woll's capable of winning playoff games. We've seen it.
He was great every year.
And it's going to be Woll next game. So how do we win next game? That's got to be your focus.
Make a few less mistakes. I don't know, man. Like I feel like this team has deserved at least for now, a vote of confidence. This is not game 5 versus the Senators where they didn't show up.
If you thought you were going to sweep the Panthers, I would love to live life with your optimism. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because I'd be disappointed so often. Now, this is going to shock you. Steve Dangle here, STPN YouTube channel. This watch along is brought to you by SportChek. This is going to shock you after that Wes McCauley segment and the Leafs in the first period against the Florida Panthers take 4 penalties to none. I'm actually going to defend refs in a sec. Because what just happened in the Stars-Jets series is objectively stupid. Let me read a few of these. Leif Opstead had one that I missed. Opening the gate as a prank is something Marty Turco used to do. He did it in a Blues Blackhawks game. Bring out the smelling salts. Leafs need to wake up. A couple games ago, you said the Panthers got more penalties. Called on them because they're dirty. What's the excuse now? I don't know. I mean, I thought the Leafs took penalties, but like that was a sinless period from Florida. Come on. I am fully expecting the Leafs to come out in the second or third on fire. Watching all the STPN clips about the power play and the refs and calling the Cats dirty. The irony is delicious. Let's go Cats, no guarantees. I think they're going to come out great. Can't blame the refs all the time when your team is playing poorly and undisciplined. I agree. So, Mason Marchment slashed a ref in the Winnipeg Stars game because he was mad. Was it a big slash? No. Was it a slash? Yes, while screaming at the guy. So Elliot Friedman tweeted, Kelly Rudy said it should be automatic suspension. He's right. So Also from Winnipeg, Dallas. I'm reading Elliot Freeman's Twitter. The league has discussed the incident at the end of the second period between Mason Marchment and referee Graham Skilleter. It is on ice officials' call to decide what qualifies as abuse of officials violation. The answer was no, so no further discipline. And apparently Marchment apologized to Skilleter at the beginning of the third, which, like, who gives a damn? I do not care. Every hockey guy ever apologizes at some point. Oh, I'm sorry for like nearly taking your head off. You're putting the refs in an awful position. So Graham Skilleter misses a call, right? Okay, pretend you're a Dallas Stars fan, right? Graham Skilleter misses a call in favor of the Dallas Stars. So already, this guy's out to get us. Then for this love tap from Mason Marchment, he has to go to the league and say that's abuse of an official. And now Mason Marchment is suspended for who knows how long in these playoffs. Let's say it's a game or two, whatever. Now their fans know that it's on Graham Skilleter who missed that call. He's the reason Marchment isn't playing. And now you're making it about, this is all his fault. For a league that has so many rules in the gray area and bends itself into a pretzel to protect its guys, to protect the hockey establishment, leaving that decision up to a ref is objectively stupid. Genuinely really stupid. They have to change that rule. That's one of the dumbest friggin' rules I've ever heard. You can't. Nick Cousins got several $1,000 fine, and the Senators got fined $25,000 because Cousins flipped a puck at Stolarz in the warm-up. And then the Caps and Habs got fined $25,000 each, and Dylan McElrath and Arbor Jacki got a fine for like talking to each other mean during warm-up. Marchment screams at a ref and hits him in the leg with his stick, and it's fine? Because you put the ref in an impossible position? Get your head out of your ass. What kind of a stupid rule is that? Who wrote that onto paper and then went to sleep that night? What's the matter with you? Anyway, the good news is Speedy V says Costco gravy is the world's best gravy, 100%. Leafs win guaranteed because of Speedy V. Can't win a game when your goal scorer is glued to the bench scanning for whispering eyes. I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Whispering eyes? Justin's asking me to retweet something, so I'm going to do it. And actually, I'm going to tweet out second period. You know, Steve Dangle spends all intermission complaining about the refs. And it's in their favor. For another game. That's so stupid. Like, I can't get over that. Hey, I know you got hit just trying to do your job, but also, can we make you more the villain? Shot attempts 30-9 for the Panthers. I think the second period's going to be better, eh? I feel like we should talk more about how the Panthers opened the door on their bench to shove Nylander in. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was dangerous. Was having dinner with my mom. What I miss? The Leafs took 4 penalties in the first and are somehow only down 1-0. Refs are bad. Marchand's not my lad. Steve is rad. Leafs in 5. I love it. Puck is about to be dropped. 2,600 likes, 5,700 people in here. Those numbers don't line up. Get us over 3,000 likes, please. It takes a second. It's free, and it helps us greatly. That is your cost of admission, folks. What do we think of Blake Wheeler on the Hockey Night panel? I didn't really watch on account of I'm working. 15-4 of the shots. And the puck is dropped. Leafs win the opening draw. Marner chips it in. Matthews chasing Lundell. Nye's also chasing Lundell. It's behind the Panthers' net. Marner, good play on Seth Jones. Nice. Keeps it alive. Panthers get rid of it. "30 seconds gone here in the second period. Steve Dangle on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe. Tell your friends this watch along is brought to you by SportChek. We're going to be at SportChek tomorrow. The SportChek at Maple Leaf Square recording the Steve Dangle podcast. Tavares and Pacioretty digging in the offensive corner. Rodriguez comes out with it. Tavares making his life difficult. Willie, you got to be a little harder in there. Panthers attacking 2-on-3. Pacioretty knocks Reinhart down to the ice. Riley into the neutral zone. Willie again. Woll stops it, covers it. We'll get a whistle. We're almost at 3,000. When leading in the playoffs since 2023, after the first period, the Panthers are 15-0. After the second period, they're 23-0. Good Lord. Drew says, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? All of them. Coffee? Bubblegum? No, cotton candy? I don't know. Dude, I like them all. Name a bad flavor of ice cream. Salty caramel? What? Get Hayden on here. Panthers win the draw. Kachuk. Passes off target. Panthers lose the zone. Can you explain why it was a penalty against McMahon, but the same hit was embellishment against Rodriguez? I thought the same thing. Panthers in the neutral zone. They dump it. Benoit after it. Benoit had 5 hits in the first period, they're saying. Laurent shoots! Stop by Bob. There was a rebound, but no leave there. Kachuk has it now. He'll dump it behind the Leafs net. Ooh. Domi collects it. He's in the corner. Oh! He almost found a streaking Pontus Holmberg. Panthers, breakaway! Shot! Stop by Woll! Boy. Get it out, get it out, get it out. They do. Florida, Vegas, and Pittsburgh were regular. Sorry, that's a difficult one to read. Steve calls like a soccer announcer. I love it. Do I? Is that a compliment? McMahon for Holmberg. They lose the zone. Here come the Panthers. One-timer stop by Woll. Or slap shot. That wasn't a one-timer. Domi narrowly avoids scoring on his own net. But he did. Long change here. And this line's been out a long time. Panthers have really done a good job of that in this series. Ottawa did a pretty good job against the Leafs too. With the second period changes. They've been, this is about to be a long shift. You can feel it. Unless, get it. It might even be worth it to ice it. Which is what they do. 16:47 to go in the second. Florida, Vegas, and Pittsburgh were the regular season games with Wes McCauley as a ref. 13 combined power plays for all three. For the opponents or for the Leafs? Or do you mean for both teams? I don't know. West isn't the ref for this game. Like, shots are 19-5, by the way. Domi drawing his own zone, and it's against the Lundell line. Not a fun matchup. Domi. Marchand comes up with it. Shot. It's behind the Leafs net. Marchand to the point. Shot. Stop by Woll. Boy, I've said that a lot tonight. Jones. Get it out. Get this line off the ice. They should have changed when they had a chance. Is that icing again? Sure is. 16-22. They're still trapped. Berube's got to figure out something with this line because they are, especially on the road anyway, like very clearly a weak link. It's not good. As a Leaf fan in Lethbridge, boy, was I surprised to get a little shout out from you on the podcast. Can confirm at least one Leaf fan out here. Back to remind everyone, this looks like the playoff Leafs of the past few years. No grit. I'm not reading that, Nathan. Panthers win the draw. Yeah. Sky's not falling. It was a bad period. But every Leaf has been out there for 2 minutes. Kulikov again. On. Not out of play. McCabe takes down his man. What a dive. Get up. They look exhausted. Panthers still have it. Cross ice deflected by Riley, or I think that was McMahon, and out in this line and pairing finally gets off the ice. 15:45 to go in the second. Leafs need to win for the sake of the beard. Go Leafs, go. I'm kind of digging it. I wish there was more hair here. That bothers me. It's adequate. I don't know. It's improved over the years. Woll having the game of his career. He had a couple real good ones last year. Marner. Face-off one in the Leaf zone by Matthews. Marner up. Oh, he's trying to find Nyes on the break. Woll playing it off the glass. There's a guy getting back to his seat with a beer. He has a very bright shirt. Panthers with it in the corner. Lundell on Matthews. Oh! That was in front. Shot. Blocked. Nice. Good job. Down the ice for Marner. He's going to beat out the icing so Bobrovsky plays it. Benoit. Also, shout out to Team Green, my beer league team. I wish I could have been there for the game tonight. Matthews taken down. And they're going to call it. Way! Yeah! The Leafs are getting a power play! Yeah! Drew saying, wow, what a dive. Shut up. Lusterinen in the box, too. He's a penalty killer. Oh, Matthews was on the bench, but it was just to get his skate looked at. 14:59 to go in the second. Leafs getting outshot 21-5, and yet they're a shot away from tying it. Tavares on the draw. Wins it, sort of. Matthews has it. To Marner. Marner can't get it through Reinhart. Panthers get it down the ice. Thank you, Denise. That's very sweet. Nylander to Matthews. They gain the zone. Matthews taken down. Marner holds the zone. Nylander to Marner. Matthews on. Stopped by Bob. I almost said Woll. It's muscle memory. Marner. Matthews. Marner. Matthews. Shot. Stopped by Bob. Rebound. Matthews. Tavares. Nice. Tavares behind the net. In front. Finds Mitch. Matthews. 50 seconds. Drops it for Mitch. Matthews now working the point. Mitch. Slaps it. That's driven into the corner by a block. Matthews recovers it. He's been very good on this power play. Matthews! Tavares! Whacked wide. Lundell. Willie. He's got 25 seconds here. Marner. Marner behind the net. Willie. One-timer for Matthews. Wide. Nice. Stop by Bob. Marner. 10 seconds. Willie. On. Deflected. It's wide. Marner. Cross ice. Still alive. Penalty is over. Tavares deflects that wide. And now it's 5-on-5. The Leafs don't have... Oh, okay, Riley's out there. Luostarinen to a streaking Forsling. Luostarinen gets it again. Bennett out there. Pacioretty chasing after him. On. Whoa! Deflected high by Woll. Here comes Pacioretty with a little speed. Into the middle. Domi for McMahon. McMahon driven wide. Goes around the net. That's a hand pass. 12:19 to go in the second. Not a Leaf fan, but a Steve Dangle fan. Go Leafs. Thank you. SL, I disagreed with you guys about the Leafs broadcast. I used nefarious means to watch the Canadian feeds of Blackhawks games just to get away from our exhausting, patronizing Homer broadcast. I prefer a good neutral call. I'm confused though. Like, you're from Chicago and you watched the Canadian national broadcast? Is that what you mean? That's what he's saying? So you hate watching the Chicago Homer call and you would rather watch that. Right. But the point of the conversation is you have the option. Leaf fans don't really. Like a lot of... Yeah, you got it. Well, Joe Bowen's on the radio though. Mute the TV and put them on. What a pain in the ass. I mean, I guess that's what people do with these. Yeah, Matthews missed the net. Drew's yapping in my ear. Hey, Team Green won. My beer league team won 6-3. I think that is the tied for the fewest goals we have allowed. And it was a game that I missed. These two things are definitely correlated. From Monty, our team rep, everyone played extremely well and worked as a team. We should all be very proud of ourselves. We love that. Thanks, King. And thanks to Diane for 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you. Adam Wylde. Hi, Doomers. They're down by a goal. Give this team some credit. They survived the first. Now it's about delivering, and they will. Go Leafs, go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Team Green forever. Hell yeah. Listen, the Leafs didn't score on that power play. I thought it was all right. I didn't think that was bad. So Willie is out there with Domi and Holmberg right now. Domi fires it high. Leafs can't hold the zone. Holmberg is in the neutral zone to Benoit. Benoit gains center and chips it in. Love your Panther, or love your channel, but I'm cruel, so go Panthers. How dare you? McCabe to Domi in the middle of the ice. Domi gains center. Oh, what a move. Domi and Nylander have low-key a crazy mixtape. So I don't hate doing this every now and then. That passes off target and all the way down the ice for Woll. 11:35 to go in the second. Is Matthews' mullet wet yet? Yo, Matthews was part of 4 penalty kills in the first period. Like, I know he's not scoring, but people are making up reasons to be mad at him. He's not scoring. It's bad. Don't say he's not trying. You're saying he's not trying? Here's Rodriguez. Tried to center it for Reinhart. Doesn't work. Barkov stopped by Woll and covered up. Joseph Woll is the first, second, and third star of this game so far. Corrupted, thank you for the STPN membership. And SLS, the Leafs will win if Steve shows grippers. I ain't doing it. Steve Dangle here. STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Brought to you by SportChek. 11:04 to go in the second. Don't forget we got trivia at second intermission. Link in the description down below. We will show you a clip first, and then we will get to the trivia. It is Matthews for a draw in his own zone. Ty Smith, Matthews doesn't get paid $12 million to try. What's he supposed to do? Score a shorthanded goal? Bit easier said than done, no? Marner, that's blocked. And Marchand is going to be first on it. Oh, Marner cuts him off. Panthers stay with it. Lundell, again blocked by Marner. Panther taken down. They don't call it, and I think that's the right call. Frig you. Fans are booing. Oh, boo yourself. It's 4-1. Get out of here. Shut up. Tanev. Hit by Luostarinen. Long stretch pass for Nylander. One-on-one with Forsling. He drives. Willie. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Oh, that would have been friggin' nasty. Woll is the only one making Mum proud today so far, says Hazy. Woll out of his net to play it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Verhaeghe around for Ekblad. Pacioretty gets it out into the middle of the ice for Willie, who's still out there. Still flying. Willie taken down. And they call it. This is a makeup situation. Ekblad has Tavares in a headlock. That's that rage. Ref, you suck. Raining down in Florida. You all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you? How dare you? I'd be doing the same if I was you, but whatever. If the Leafs win the cup, does that mean we get a Shoeless Joe's podcast courtesy of Adam Wylde? Oh, Bennett takes Nylander out with his foot. That's not a bad call, actually. It is, if it's soft, it is no softer than the Nyes call. Power play coming up after this commercial break. Steve Dangle here on the STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. This watch along is brought to you by SportChek, your destination for all things playoffs. It is your playoff destination. And let me tell you about the big check event. Door crashers up to 60% off. That's so many percent off. And guess what? You can go to a SportChek tomorrow. Well, you could have done that anyway, but you could go to a SportChek tomorrow and see me, Adam Wylde, and Jesse Blake. The SportChek at Maple Leaf Square, round 11:30. Get there a little early just in case. We don't always start at the same time. We started like bang on 11 the other day. Yesterday. 11:30-ish, maybe a little before, and we'll be going until about 1:30. That's at the SportChek in Maple Leaf Square. Come check it out. Come get a jersey lettered. You can do that with your own name, someone who actually plays for the team. You can do that for the Leafs. You can do that for the Blue Jays, whoever you want. SportChek in Maple Leaf Square. SportChek, your playoff destination. Let's get 10 shots. Go Leafs, go. No, let's get one shot and have it go in. Here comes some good luck subs. Go Leafs, go. Wes Richard, 5 STPN memberships. I love you, buddy. I believe Wes Richard is 3 for 3. That was a trip by Bennett. Meanwhile, the other side, 10 seconds earlier, the Leafs held a Panther stick. Womp womp. Adam says cheeks Glappinen. And they are fixing the ice right in front of Bobrovsky's crease. I have no problem with them making the ice a little slicker in that area. Go for it. We're crawling back. Leafs need to take a page out of Florida's book and just shoot no perfect shot. Put it on net. You don't need a perfect shot. Just make Bob work. I agree with that. Exhaust this guy. Boo louder, Red fans. Music to my ears. A goal here would be fine and dandy. Tavares face off against Sam Reinhart. And the ref says, I am the reason everyone is here tonight. He drops the puck this time. Tavares can't get it. Here comes Reinhart. 2-on-2. He curls back. He's just wasting time here. Never mind. Here he is. Shot. What a glove save by Woll. Not an ideal start to the power play. Now you have a face-off in your own zone. Holy cow, Woll's brother looks exactly like him. Did you see that? What were you saying? Yeah, Woll's been unreal today. I don't know why. Like, no one should be surprised. Leafs win the face-off in their own zone. Marner taking his time. I wish he would take advantage of the fact that you can use your speed here. Yeah, there you go. Matthews. He has Nyes with him. I think Matthews is going to collect this. He does. Behind the net. Willie. Loses the zone. 1:20 to go in this power play that has not gone well so far. Willie gains the zone. Chips it in. Nyes after it. Panthers get rid of it again. Vince gifted 5 STPN memberships. That's the best thing that's happened on this power play. Panthers have another shot attempt. They probably... Oh, my God, there's another one. Stopped by Wold. There's a rebound. Good Lord. And the Leafs take a penalty. You guys are awful. So it's going to be 57 seconds of 4-on-4. Marner to the box. And it'd be nice if the Leafs scored on this 4-on-4 because they're about to be shorthanded for the 5th time. Awful. If we were talking missed calls, we'd never stop. I know. Where did the power play goal? Blanked again. Effort is embarrassing. Start the buses and shine the golf clubs. Nathan is referring to a series the Leafs are actively winning, by the way. Domi versus Lundell. I don't know if I love this matchup, but Domi wins it back. Woll has to make a save. Riley out of reach of OEL. Go get it, for God's sake. Marchand with it. Stop by Woll. There's going to be a face-off. Horrible. They look worse than awful tonight, says Nicholas. Woll playing unreal, so naturally we can't score. I mean, that was last year against Boston. Woll might make 50-plus saves tonight before the third. I don't know about before the third, but he's already at 26. They're down 1-0. They're a goal away. They're also about to go shorthanded, so. McCabe. Oh, my God! Misplayed it. Marchand almost stole it. Lawton skating fast, which is cool, but he's in his own end. Now he's in the neutral zone. Now he's in the offensive zone. Has his stick hit out of his hand. Here comes Lundell. It'll be interesting to see how the Panthers manage the clock here because it's 8 seconds till they get a power play. Now it's a Panthers power play for the next minute. 1 for 4, 6 shots. Complete and total domination by the Panthers so far. Yeah, I don't really disagree. Kachuk. Jones. Cross ice for Hagee. Shot! That goes high. Kachuk. In front. Oh, good play by Carlo. Jones. They can't get it out. Verhaeghe down low. Out of reach of Jones. Huge break. Is this Sens game 5 of the series? I hope not. Woll with a stop. Kachuk around. 15 seconds. Jones. Reinhart. Shot! Blockered away by Woll. Leafs clear it. And that is a abbreviated kill, but a big one. Panthers still in the Leaf zone, though. And now here come the Leafs. Yarncroke is very late in his shift. Hands it off. Get off. I don't know what the thinking was there. 6:30 to go in the first. Poor bench management tonight. Rodriguez. Bodied by Tavares. OEL. Riley. Woll out of his net to play it. Shots 28-9. Panthers more than tripling the Leafs. Oh, Willie! Can't get it across to Patches. Here come the Panthers again. This is a 3-on-2. Ekblad hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a move. Shot stopped by Woll. McCabe gets it to Pacioretty off the glass and out. Shots this period 13-5 for Florida. In front, stopped by Woll. Rebound. That's wide. People are going to start thinking my name is Stopped by Woll. I'm just a Pokemon named Stopped by Woll. Yeah. Drew goes, if they come back, the LFR title has to be Stopped by Woll. Matthews dumps it. He's taken into the zone, which put the Leafs offside, which is a penalty, but I've never once seen it called. Nice. Knocked to the ice by Seth Jones. He's back up, though. Marner behind the net. 4 Nyes. Nyes plays it to Marner. Marner to the point. It's Benoit cross ice. Tanev. Matthews. Where do you put it? Marner's tied up with Lundell. Benoit on. Stopped by Bobrovsky. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off. Holy moly. Woll has been dynamite for the Leafs. Side note, though, when does the Sharks fan reaction come to SDPN? Go Sharks. The truth is teal. If Chris Tanev had a previous life, I think he was a shield. Is Marner spending his contract money on this game? There's lots of time left. Lots of time left. I want to shout out my Team Green teammate Cleo for perfectly splitting the G at McGuire's after our hockey game that I missed tonight. Just rubbing it in that I wasn't there. 7,500 people in the chat right now, only 3,300 likes. That does not make sense. That does not add up. Please click like. It takes a second. It helps us out. It's free. It's lovely. Worst case, you go home tied. That ain't bad. Breathe, says Matt Wilkins. You're right. Leafs are a goal away. They're a goal away. You should make it your goal while you're away from your house to visit the big check event at SportChek. You see what it did? You see what I did? Door Crashers up to 60% off. SportChek is your playoff destination. You want a Leaf jersey lettered? They can do that for you fast. You want a Jays jersey lettered? They can do that for you fast. And if you want to see the Steve Dangle podcast tomorrow, live and in person, all you got to do is show up around 11:15, 11:30 to the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square, where we will be recording for about an hour, hour and a half. Rather, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Great game so far. My heart can't take it. Is it possible the flu has made its way through the Leafs locker room? I had heard a rumor, but you hear lots of those this time of year. Ridiculous Nico. Hi, Steve, an Oilers fan currently experiencing existential dread. Could you try to make any sense of Stuart Skinner? No, I don't know. Let's not let Woll's performance go to waste. Go Leafs, go. Ekblad elbows Marner in the head, and that is okay. What the hell? Yeah, it's prison rules ball, baby. Leafs dominating the faceoff battle, 21-10. Let's see if they can make it 22. Domi wins that clean. They lose the zone, though. 4:35 to go in the second. Carlo tries to go up the ice. Riley gains the zone. McMahon after it. So is Holmberg. Trying to get it in front. Domi to the point. On! Stop by Bob. Panthers get it down the ice. Carlo's going to beat AJ Greer to this. Riley is basically a forward right now. McMahon. And Riley turns and goes to the bench. Under 4 minutes to go in the second period here. Shots 29-12, which is an improvement, which should tell you everything you need to know about this game so far. Tanev to McCabe in his own end. Hard around for Tavares. Into the middle of the ice. Swatted away. Here comes Rodriguez, who's looked really good tonight. They tie up his stick. Tanev directs that wide. Panthers at the point. Barkov on. Stop by Woll. I think that was his 30th shot against. McCabe up the ice for Willie. He's got a partial break. Forsling on him. Stopped by Bobrovsky. It was a weak attempt. Zone draw. 3:12 to go in the second. Really good D from Forsling. Yep. Pokemon name, Woll. Evolution name, Woller. Brick type. With the catchphrase, stop by Woll. Drew, we need a stop by Woll video compilation. That might be funny. Steve, be honest. Are the Panthers the only team that can hit players in the head and get away with it? No. You never heard of the Boston Bruins? What the... $3:12 to go in the second. Shots 30-13. Literally 13 going on 30. Matthews, ozone draw against Lundell. Nice. To Riley. Through everybody. It's in the corner. Leafs prevent the Panthers from getting out. Center it. Out of the reach of Nyes. And this will be a delayed call on who? Leafs getting another power play here. So, 4 Panthers power plays in the first. And now the power plays are 3-1 here in the second. And another penalty drawn by Matthews. Yep, that's his second of the night. He's been on the penalty kill all night. I hope he scores here. So everyone shuts up. I know he's paid for the goals. I do. He's playing legitimately great. I wouldn't even say okay. I think he's been great. It wouldn't kill his teammates to score either, eh? Leafs hold the zone. Nylander, nice. Around the net. Matthews, Marner, blocked. Mitch has to get after that. Sam Reinhart gets the shot. Woll, rebound. Woll with another shorthanded save. His, 4th or 5th of the night? Jesus! 1:30 to go in this power play. 2:25 to go in the second. Don't worry, it's all in Berube's plan. God, I hope so. Nice, dumps it. Bob out of his net to play it. Forsling sends it down the ice. Woll behind his net to Mitch. 1:07 to go in this power play. Steve, who do you think has a bigger Panthers shrine, George Parros or Gary Bettman? Parros. Domi with it. It's the second unit. Whips it around the boards hard. Panthers able to clear the zone. 50 seconds. Man. 45. OEL gains the zone. And he'll accidentally put it out of play. 40 seconds to go in this power play. 1:37 to go in the second. Click like. Give me over 4,000 likes to make me feel better because this is awful. Should the Leafs decline their next power play? Maybe. So Drew's asking, isn't Marner known for his wrist shot from the point? Why is he taking clappers? He started hammering it more. Marner shaking his head on the bench. If the Leafs win LFR, Nathan needs a hug. What? Face off. Willie out there with the second unit. Riley on, tipped. Where is it? Oh. Can Willie hold his own? He does. Shovels it. Pacioretty chasing Mikkola. Ekman Larsson holds it. Pacioretty to Riley. Down low. Oh, rebound. Panthers clear it. 15 seconds to go in this power play. The second unit does look much better. Domi. Geez, if the Leafs get another one, they should maybe start with it. Panthers clear it. 2-1. That'll do it for the power play. And now 55 seconds to go in the second. Where is it? In the neutral zone. I think they're calling offside here. Why the hypocritical coverage with Matthews? Last few seasons, you guys crucified Marner for not scoring goals, despite him being good defensively and leading his team in points. So, Chris, I need to say this because I'm surprised to see you here. I have you muted on everything. I don't think we're for you. I don't know why you hate us so much. Please stop. Also, that's a gross misrepresentation of our conversation, our very long, nuanced conversations about Marner to the point where it's insulting. Now here come the Panthers. Verhaeghe. Kulikov. On. Wide. Tanev. McCabe. In their own end. Tanev. It's in the Panthers zone. Up the ice. Tanev. 10 seconds to go. Can the Leafs get a goal here? That would be super cool. They cannot. And the period is over. The Leafs still only down 1-0. They're really trying to close it in Toronto, says XRT. And Ryan, welcome to STP VIP. Kendra, thank you for the 5 SDPN memberships. Greetings to Glenn Hart from the Seven Nations Trivia. Oh, right. We got trivia at this intermission. SDPN Spark Trivia. Drew, what is our top prize tonight? It is a Connor McDavid McFarland figure. Is it Oilers or Team Canada? Oilers. Top prize tonight, trivia. Connor McDavid, Team Canada. Nope. Connor McDavid, Edmonton Oilers. Second and third prize, SDPN Spark Mini Sticks. Fourth prize onward is 15% off at the SDPN shop. Drew, what is our clip? The Islanders' new GM search. It's a quick 5-minute segment. Do not go anywhere, click the link in the description for the Spark app, and I will see you in there for trivia.
Now, when the NHL, just so everybody knows, when the NHL has a GM vacancy, teams are handed a list of candidates. There'll be 3 preferred candidates. There'll be 10 to 12 guys that they'll want you to interview. And that's why you see the recycling so much. And but there are teams that go, yeah, that's nice, but we're not doing that. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
But then the league will straight up give you a list.
But the league likes that you have this approved list because they trust these people. And they know that they're not, they don't want a situation where you get like a Mike Milbury who tanks a franchise for a decade or more.
Well, and the Islanders just allowed him to.
Yeah, they did. They have bad owners too.
Right.
Dude.
It's not like nefarious. I just want to get
here's
that.
a help.
Exactly. It's the league being like, as a recruiter type of way, being like, here's a list of guys who would probably help out your franchise kind of thing.
And I think, Jesse, that works to a point, but it does make owners extremely lazy.
Yes.
And they don't go out and get new ideas. And this name coming up as a potential Islanders, somebody they're interviewing, and I haven't given you the name yet.
Oh, I know. I'm
going to give you a name.
Guess.
Think about it. A name that you're like, hey, the only name that could make the Islanders worse is...
So my first instinct, and don't tell me if I'm right or wrong, my first instinct was Peter Chiarelli. I think we can go worse.
You can get worse. It's worse.
Chuck Fletcher.
Maybe he does. Jarmo Kekalainen. No, don't give him a pass. Do not give him a pass.
That's boring.
That's what I'm saying.
I wanted it to be Chuck Fletcher.
Well,
that's way more fun.
It is not going to be Chuck.
Pete Chiarelli be fun too.
So, but what's hilarious too, and Jesse and I were talking about this on the pre-show. You should watch the pre-show. It's great. Arthur Staple keeps tweeting, and this is a very New York thing to do. New Yorkers and their media are like, well, of course you want to live here. It's New York. And so Arthur Staple keeps saying, well, the Islanders, who they really want is Jeff Gordon. And he keeps putting that out there. And the Islanders keep putting that out there. And the Canadians keep going, he's not available.
Right. So,
and they keep saying it.
So this is just legal tampering is what you're saying?
Yeah. Because if you have a source within the team can't say it, but Arthur Staple
Tampering's dead.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, it doesn't count anymore.
Yeah.
Like Jim Rutherford buried that. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Tampering's fine.
The Ken Holland thing, like him getting his next job within whatever GM position, like that's the most egregious form of league tampering that I've seen. Because why
would he want to leave his great job consulting for the league?
This past November, when he didn't have a job, Colin Campbell was like, okay, we're going to hire.
Sorry.
Hey, that's a Hall of Famer. Show some respect.
Oh, my God.
Colin
I'll
Campbell.
Rip it out of the hall myself.
Colin Campbell.
Yes.
No.
People think I'm calling him Cole.
You're supposed to boo.
Oh, sorry. Here, one more time.
Colin Campbell decided to give him as Adam said, consultant job within the National Hockey League operations department. They literally gave him a phony job that he doesn't have to do anything, and just so they can keep him around so he can get a next job when they hand that list over to the teams with the empty GM slots. And that stuff, where I say it's not nefarious, like it's not like it's evil behind the scenes back dealing. It's openly, we want our friends to be GMs in this league and continue rotating our friends. And it's open in there.
This guy's my boy.
Exactly.
And by the way, the consulting job probably pays him probably triple what the three of us would make in a year.
Not like what, triple?
Maybe quadruple.
Like no quadruple.
Like all of us combined.
You can't get enough numbers to X that.
It's probably the best. Like, I mean, what do they call it? Like, he probably makes like a sheet, like $1 million, probably just being like, hey,
do nothing.
And by
does
the
he
way,
make more than the highest paid ref?
Yes, the highest paid ref's like $150,000.
That's crazy.
And by the way, I want to say the The reason that they do this, by the way, is, and they say this in jobs, is that it's so much easier to get hired when you're already employed.
Exactly. Like if he because he didn't have a gig going into last season, and he called his buddy Colin Campbell and Gary Bettman, and he said, I need to stay within the league and league operations or somewhere with somebody so that I can get another job because I want to continue being a GM. And they handed him a phony job that pays, I assume, millions of dollars.
Even if it's $500,000.
Even if a couple $100,000, whatever, just so that he can get another job as a GM. And that's the stuff that is so evil and stupid and lame about hockey.
Yep.
No, I think it's good. Ken Holland, he's a good hockey guy.
I mean,
good hockey guy is the dumbest, laziest thing, and everyone who says it is ignorable.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Trivia! Through the Spark app, you can scan the QR code on your screen. You can click the link in the description, or maybe you just already have it. Here's what we got. It is Dynamic Duos Trivia tonight. The top prize is a Connor McDavid Edmonton Oilers McFarlane figurine. Prizes second and third are this mini stick right here. And everyone else gets 15% off at the SDPN shop. And I highly encourage you to use that 15%. We got great stuff, man. Summer's coming. We got a lot of t-shirts. We got tanks. I think we have some shorts. We got mugs. We got stickers. We got, what else we got, Drew? Hats. Oh, we got real good hats. Dangle Navy hats. What else we got? Sweatpants. You're not going to wear those outside, but you can wear them inside. I think we have some baby stuff. How we doing, Drew? How we doing? You know what? 30 seconds. Set timer for 30 seconds. When this goes blah, 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 blah. Blake Wheeler says next goal wins. A new broadcast star is born. Bold of him to say the thing that's never been said. I'm just giving him shit. I mean, Blake Wheeler, he was a personality when he played. Up, blah, 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 blah. Let's start trivia in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Dynamic Duos Trivia with the Spark app. In what season did both Matthews and Marner both get over 90 points together for the first time? 18-19, 21-22, 22-23, or 17-18? The order just to screw you up. And the answer is the 21-22 season. Marner had 97 points. Matthews had a $106. 40% of you got that. Now, I'm going to remind you, it's important to get it right, obviously. People have won many times without getting all 8 right, but you get extra points for speed. Speed, yeah. Number 2. Which of these duos have gone first and second in the league in points in back-to-back seasons? A, McDavid-Draisaitl. B, Gretzky-Coffey. C, Crosby-Malkin. D, Sakic-Forsberg. I don't know the answer. Oh. McDavid and Draisaitl. The answer is A. 57% of you got that. Other duos who have done this includes Phil Esposito and Bobby Orr. Wow. Number 3. What year did Jeremy Swayman and Linus Ullmark win the William N. Jennings Trophy? A, 23-24. B, 18-19. C, 21-22. D, 22-23. Allmark and Swayman combined for 64 of the Bruins' record-setting 65 victories. This was in the 22-23 season. 49% of you got that right. Ryan currently leading with 365 points. Let's go to number 4. This is halfway through. What percentage of Alex Ovechkin's 897 regular season goals were assisted by Nicholas Backstrom? A, 31%. B, 41%. C, 15%. D, 26%. Backstrom assisted on 279 of Ovi's 897 goals. That is A, 31%. 39% of you got that. Carlson ranked second with 158. So right now, Ryan is in first, 489 points. Matt has 450. Brendan has 443. Tied with Paul, though. Joel Dax is right there. All right, let's go to number 5. If you add Daniel and Henrik Sedin's jersey numbers together, what number do you get? A, 94, B, 82, C, 55, D, 44. Drew shouted 94. As reported in the past by Kevin Bieksa, the brothers would occasionally switch their jerseys in preseason games. The answer is 55. 47% of you got that. Joel Dax moves just ahead of Paul. Told you speed matters. Let's go to number 6. Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin are among the NHL's top 15 in A, career hat tricks, B, career playoff goals, C, career assists, D, all of the above. Cheeky. Oh, the answer. I think a lot of you are going to answer all of the above. What is it? Show me. Ooh, I was right. 64% of you said all of the above, but the answer, 20% of you got it. Career playoff points. Let's go to number 7. That was a huge one. Peter now in the league. In the lead. Which NHL duo holds the record for most goals scored by a pair of teammates in a single season? A, Gretzky-Messier, B, Lemieux-Yager, C, Gretzky-Curry, D, Sakic-Forsberg. I just want to point out we have an entirely different top 3 right now. The answer. Gretzky-Curry, 31%. Not even the top answer. This has been a really tough one. Can Ryan get back in first? He's back in third. Oh, 2 points separates first from second. 6 points separates second from third. Wow. Number 8. Before Barkov and Reinhart, who were the last pair of teammates nominated in the same season for the Selke Trophy? A, Fedorov Yzerman. B, Graham Larmer. C, Ramsey Luce. And D, Datsuk Zetterberg. Who overthought it? It's a pair of Red Wings. It's Datsuk and Zetterberg. 66% of you got that. Oh, Ryan, honey. No. Peter wins by a very narrow margin, 847 points. Jeff, 845. And Sergey, oh, it's an I. Sorry, I'm looking at a tiny box on my screen. You are in third. So, Peter, you win a McDavid McFarland figure courtesy of McFarland Toys. Jeff and Sergey, you win an SDPN Spark mini stick. The rest of you, including Ryan, get 15% off at the SDPN shop. That was fun. Oh, and now this is the nightly text from our sales department. How did they do? It's usually pretty bad. Whoa, Adam Wylde. Oh, I thought Adam said he was 32nd. He was 332nd. Oh, no, Rob. 520th. He only got 2 out of 8. Yeah, that'll do it. Ben Radford, welcome to STP VIP. Mark Main Prize, welcome to STP VIP. Panthers fan, Joseph Woll is him. Got me pooping bricks. It's mind-boggling how the Leafs are one shot away from tying this game. I know, right? It's me. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Steve. You, the guys in the production team, are awesome. Really hoping we have a better third. I hope so, too. James David Atkinson, the positive one shot away. Remember the New Jersey Devils game? Oh, man. Are you talking about that one with the 3 reviews? Bring back Steve's Dangle hat picks. I can't. I quit my job. VPN memberships. Thank you. Oh, goals 5-on-5. Leafs bottom 6 is getting murdered. So this is just 5-on-5, right? Nyes is doing great. Look at Matthews. He's up there. No, this game's on him. You're right. Benoit, Nylander, Ekman Larson, Tavares, Marner, all guys who are above 50%. Pacioretty's not far behind. McCabe is a little further. And wow. The bottom 6 is getting caved in, and Brendan Carlo is on an island, but he's not alone. It does make sense why they put Willie with Domi. Well, I mean, like, if you can't play guys, then scratch them, is how I look at it. Francois Labelle, I'm too old. I don't have the reflex for this. I only got one question right. Ooh, Sammy, buddy. Hey, Steve, been watching since LFR 11. It's kept me sane through the Leaf shenanigans. Go Leafs, go. Thank you, my friend. Steam Magic. Okay, I did terribly, but at least I got the Steen's question right. See, the order they put the answers in, like, it's an art. Drew, that tweet you just sent to the group chat is wild. I would dream of reading it on the screen. Oh my God. Puck is about to drop for the third. Puck is dropped. Panthers win the draw. Shots are 29-12 for Florida. Leafs somehow one shot away from tying the 2 from winning it. Matthews kicks it into the neutral zone. Kicking. It's the team of the night. Matthews hits it to Nice. Nice. Might get a partial break here. Oh, he swatted away. The Leafs are hunting. Lundell gets out. He's got Marner on him, making life hard. Marchand with it. Leaves it. Lundell gets it. Marner on him. Marner and Marchand being on the ice at the same time is incredibly annoying if you're doing play-by-play. Same with Bennett and Benoit. Here comes Calle Yarncroke. His shot is deflected wide. What an unlikely hero that would be. He's got like 5 career playoff goals in over 100 games. I like him as a role player, but like 5? Pretty sure Ryan Reeves is more than that. Leafs up the ice. They direct it. Bob plays it. Hear me out, Steve. Leafs have 13 goals in previous 3 games. Matthews has 0 and 8 playoff games versus the Panthers. So for you to say, how about the guys around him score, is genuinely a bad take. I'll take that criticism above a made-up point about Marner. Bennett loves assaulting Leafs goalies. He hits Ekman Larson over Woll, and Woll was hurt. Marner took an elbow to the head in the second. Are there going to be any penalties here? Oh, it was an accident. Yeah, Drew reminded me it was an accident. Francois Labelle, 5 STPN memberships. Sam Bennett's such a piece of trash, dude. Like, nothing? And, like, Benoit took him down in front of the ref. Nothing. Nothing for either man. Good job. Good job, everyone. What's your level of hype for GTA 6? Very high. Very, very high. Oh, Bennett gets kicked out of the faceoff dot. That'll teach him. You Drew saying someone's got to fight him. Like, I don't disagree. Ugh. Panthers dump it. Woll, who's lucky to not be concussed, plays it. Bennett and McCabe going at it. Tanev, cross ice. Leafs gain the zone. Verhaeghe reclaims it. Stopped by Mikkola. Mikkola stopped by Woll. Add that one to the compilation. Odds we get a Red Dead Redemption 3. None. The story is too bookended. Like, everyone who wants a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't think you can do it. Red Dead is the series. It's not Red Dead Redemption. It began with Red Dead Revolver. So there might be another Red Dead game, but not Red Dead Redemption. Panthers win the draw. On. Oh, Woll covers it up. What more does Woll have to do? Help the guy! Apologies for my nemesis from the good Sam Bennett. Thank you. The Matthews hate drives me nuts. Like, listen, he deserves some criticism. I'd like him to score. He needs to score. But I think he's playing very, very well. He had 2 assists last game. No one cared. No one cared. On the ice for 3 of the Leafs' 4 goals. No one gave a damn because they lost. Domi and Holmberg. Holmberg. Domi. Shot! That is well wide. And the Leafs lose the zone. Leafs are crapping the bed since the GTA 6 got delayed. I hope not. McMahon falls down. Stays with the puck, though, and plays it to Nylander. Carlo on! High. Good job by Bobby McMahon. Lusterinen gains the zone. On. Deflected. Woll stops it. There's a rebound in front. Marchand nearly jams that home. It's around. Willie. Oh, he was looking for the breakaway there. He doesn't get it. Riley. Around for Carlo. But Steve, what happened to that boat? Mike found it. Oh, wait. You're not talking about the Grand Theft Auto boat. You're talking about... Oh, nice! Ah! Stopped by Bob! Panthers clear it. That's got to be the least best chance of the game. LFR title, Woll by myself. That's funny. Tanev gets it deep. Tavares is after it. Pacioretty lays a hit on Jones. Marner for McCabe. Shot! Stopped by Bob. They're making him work now. Pacioretty with Tavares and Marner. Blender is out. Marner taking abuse in front of the net. Tavares tries to get around Tkachuk. Doesn't work. Marner gets it to the opposite point. It's McCabe. In deep. Collected and airmailed out by the Panthers. Tkachuk turns it over to Marner. Marner. Panthers clear the zone, but the Leafs keep the puck. Someone on the Leafs needs to grow a set and fight Bennett. I don't disagree. Ekman Larson to Yarncroke. Oh, Rodriguez was taken down behind the play, and now it's a problem. And he's down. Ekman Larson hit him. I got to take another look at it. The trainer is on the ice. OEL might get 5. Bennett saying you're an effing loser for that. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black, eh? Rodriguez is down. I think he's hurt. So let's see what happened here. OEL might be getting 5. Bob, stop being good. I agree. Did they initially call a penalty? Arm was up. Rodriguez is getting taken off the ice under his own steam. Oh, geez, that Leaf fan waved bye-bye to him. That's not classy. Yeah, that's interference from OEL. Play is under review. Oh, it's 5. Well, it's 5 and they're reviewing it. And now we find out if this game is basically over or not. I mean, after this 5-minute major, if it does end up being 5, there's 10 minutes and 9 seconds left. The one thing I got to say about the arena in Sunrise is Panthers fans are all over whoever's in the penalty box. Yeah, I don't think you didn't get him in the head, but like it's bad. Leafs tie it up and Marchand wins it in overtime. Oh, that's cruel. I hate that your scenario has them tying it and losing anyway. Okay, let's see. 2-minute minor. I mean, it's interference. It's interference. It's a bad result. Zito didn't like it. Here we now go live to Anthony Stolarz to see what he thinks. Oh, he's in Toronto recovering from a concussion. 15:09 to go in the third. Leafs to the penalty kill for the 6th time tonight. They're talking about the review rule. I agree. It's like, I criticize the NHL, but like, that's a great rule. It's too important of a moment in the game to get wrong. They should have another look at it. Matthews dumps it down the ice, by the way. 10 seconds gone. Cross ice. Oh, Tkachuk can't handle it. Pass sort of into his feet. Oh, Matthews. Nice body there. Leafs can't get it out. Jones. Barkov. Shot blocked by Tanev. Good interception from McCabe. Tanev around to Marner, who gets it off the glass and out. 1:15 to go in this power play. Steve, will you need a prisoner outfit for the LFR? I don't even know what that means. Also, I don't have one. Panthers, side of the net, through the goal mouth. It's in the corner. Yarncroke after it. He's out there with Nyes on the penalty kill. Reinhart, Jones, 50 seconds. Verhaeghe, Jones, on. Blockered away by Woll. What a stud. Nice! It's going to get a breakaway! Nice! Nice! Oh, wide! Ah! 30 seconds. Nyes has had really good opportunities, man. Lawton chasing after Ekblad. 20 seconds. Lawton after it now. Lawton. Uppity! Don't give up a breakaway. 10 seconds. Tanev. Just dump it. Oh! Lawton! What a move! That's wide. Penalty is killed. Nylander. Cross ice for Carlo. Shot! That's high. 13 minutes to go in the third. Leafs have to regain the zone. They do. It's whistled offside. Last Leaf legacy playoff game, early 2000s. Oh, I don't know about that. Nyes breaks his. Did he break his stick? 8,500 people in here and only 4,300 likes. That's trash. Get us over 5,000. Click like. It only takes a second and it's free to do. My name's Steve Dangle. This is the SDPN YouTube channel, and this watch along for Game 4 is brought to you by SportChek, your playoff destination. You got a Leaf jersey. You got a Blue Jays jersey. Why not slap a name on it? You can slap on your favorite player. You can slap on their number. You can slap on your name. You can slap on your number. At select locations, SportChek locations, you can get that done, and they are lickety split. And there is a Door Crasher event, the big check event. Door Crashers up to 60% off. And tomorrow, a little after 11, we will be recording the Steve Dangle podcast at the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square. We got chairs. We didn't set them up for nothing. We want to see you there. Find yourself somebody that screams your name the way Steve screams Nyes. Yeah. Just tweeting out the stream one more time. Yeah, Drew's remarking on it's crazy how many breakaways the Leafs are getting in these playoffs. Nyes in particular. Scored on the breakaway in game 1. Nylander always gets breaks. Nyes is just learning. Shots 32-17. Leafs have probably already gotten more shots this period than they have in any period this game. Nuclear says Bennett the hypocrite. Yeah, no kidding. He's such a loser for that. You hurt one goalie and you tried to hurt the other. Like, shut your mouth. No. Yeah, it's got to be after the whistle or Bennett doesn't like it. Forsling down low. Reinhart wide. But it's more of a pass around to Forsling, who gets it deep again for Barkov. Riley on him. 12:25 to go in the third. Panthers holding on to a 1-0 lead. The breakaway is probably a result of D. Better be able to get the puck forward on a forward stick at speed. So something about the YouTube chat really messes with typing. And it makes some of the comments really hard to read. Makes me... Oh, there's character limits? That'll do it. Leafs have the puck in the neutral zone. Great pass to Nyes. Who falls? And the Panthers clear it. Ekman Larson after it. Icing. 11:41 to go in the third. Let's get to 5,000 likes. It helps us out. It's free. Takes a second. Come on, boys. Steve is pretty spicy tonight. Got a little Darcy Tucker energy beaming out of that sweaty red forehead. Hey, it's not sweaty. It's just greasy. Panthers, get it to the point, not out. Carlo, Nylander. Shovels it on. Deflection stopped by Bob. 11:31 to go in the third. Hey, Steve, Sens fan here. My dad is in the hospital. Your reactions help take my mind off things, so thanks for that. Never thought I'd say this, but go Leafs. Wow, Thomas. Thank you. And also good luck with everything. Bennett the Snake, Brad the Rat, Kachuk the Turtle. I like that. Leafs need to start trucking people. Why did they slow off the hits after Benoit? Catching them is easier said than done. The Panthers skate really well. 11:31 to go in the third. Face off in the Panther zone. Domi out there. Hey, we're over 5,000 likes. Thank you. And Domi wins that back. Riley out there with OEL. Riley. It's behind the net. McMahon after it. To Domi. Oh, he's out there with Nylander. Bennett. Watch the elbow. For Hagee, it's behind the net. Bennett. Throws it on. OEL is there. Domi. Up the ice for Riley, who slows the breakout so the Leafs can change. Riley up the ice for a streaking Mitch Marner, who stops up, goes across ice for Matthews. In front for Nyes! Deflected on and stopped by Bob. McCabe in his own end, up the ice for Matthews. Can't get it across to Tanev. McCabe leads the rush to Tanev, to McCabe, into the feet of Marner. Barkov plays it back. Thank you to the Falcon. Drew, rally the chat. Go Leafs, go. I think the Leafs should start paying for our therapy. I agree. Benoit in his own end. James Evans, welcome to SDP VIP ad free. Benoit dumps it. Almost called him Bennett. Lawton can't collect it. Panthers get it deep. Benoit falls down. Lawton to Holmberg. Holmberg gains the zone, doesn't do much with it. He's out there with Lorentz. That's interesting. It's a little change. Panthers try to get it out. They do. OEL for Riley. $9:25 to go in the third now. Steve Dangle, STPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Nylander. Dangles Kachuk. It's behind the net now. Pacioretty lays a big hit on the forecheck. Tavares tries to get it between his legs to Pacioretty. Doesn't work. Pacioretty gets it to the point. OEL. On. Deflected into the chest of Bob. 9:03 to go in the third. Oh, the Panthers have a shot this period, Drew. You know what I do find funny? All those penalties in the first. All those penalties in the second. And all we got in the third was like an attempted murder, and it was a 5 reduced to a 2. The playoffs. We've been through this enough times, like they showed was it Jones? Someone elbowed Marner in the head. I don't remember who it was. And like I felt nothing. Like I was numb. Like OEL takes out a guy in a bad way. Like it was a dirty hit. It warranted at least a 2-minute minor. And Rodriguez, I don't think, is returned to this game. That is what the NHL wants. If it wasn't what the NHL wanted, they'd punish you for running over Stolers. They'd punish you for elbowing Marner in the head. They'd punish you for X. They'd punish you for Y. They'd punish you for Z. Paul Maurice said, all right, every Sam Bennett hit since he was in, the minors or whatever. All right. So put your hair out means stop complaining about it. All right. After you stop complaining about it, the other option, well, you have 2 other options. Just shut up and take your sustained beating, or hit them back. Dirty or clean? Do you enjoy the monster you created, Dr. Frankenstein? I use that line every year because it's relevant every year. Meanwhile, the Leafs are 1 shot away from tying this thing miraculously. O-zone draw. Matthews against Lundell. Matthews wins it back. Nice. Oh, come on. Ref wants to do it again. Brutal. Leafs winning the faceoff battle 30-14. And Matthews wins that one. Nice. Gets it to Riley. Riley to Nice. Nice. Where is it? It's in the air. Matthews is on it. Marner's in there too. Luostarinen comes out with it. Gets it out off the glass. Bob's resume is Bob's resume more impressive than Price's at this point? So his resume and numbers might be more impressive than Price's, but anyone who watched the career of both men from start to finish, that's icing against the Leafs. Anyone who watched the career of both men know that Price is better. Like by a wide margin. It was a long time ago now. Like the year Price won the Hart was what, 9 years ago? Price was the best goalie of his generation. We just kind of got robbed of him. Barkov versus Matthews in the Leafs end. 8:34 to go in the third. Panthers win that. On. It's above the net. Barkov first on it. To the point. Held. On. Deflected. Rebound. Oh, Nosek almost got to that. Barkov's out with... It is Nosek. What on earth? Tanev. Oh! Cross ice for Reinhart. They don't find him. Oh, Nosek is in place of Rodriguez. That makes sense. 8:08 to go in the third. Nylander to Tavares. To Nylander. Gosh, there's no ice out there. Willie. Oh, my God. Panthers turn them around again. And this is going to be a 2-on-1 for Florida. Tanev is back. Bennett scores. $7.50 to go in the third. 2-0 Panthers. Stolars might have had it. We'll never know. Attaboy George. Great defense from the Panthers at their blue line. McCabe's not able to catch up to Bennett. Bennett with a move, and Woll is on an island alone. And now the Leafs, who haven't been able to get a goal or pretty much anything done all night, have to somehow score two quick here. The Leafs are no longer one shot away. No, they are not. They are two. 7:45 to go in the third. Off the glass and out, which is not going to help the Leafs score. Playoff Benny. Sorry, Steve. Here comes Domi. Shot into the glove of Bob. Whoa! Huge slash from Kulikov. And that's going to be just whoa, hey. Kachuk's pointing. Oh, he's mad at the hit. Well, everyone knows the tough guy act is all fake. He's hurt. He can't skate. Who'd he fight at the Four Nation face-off? Someone way smaller than him. Dude's scared every time he gets out there. Oh, wow. That was tough from McMahon. So the Panthers didn't like it, and what'd they do? They hit him back. That's what you do. That's the reigning Cup champs. Follow their example. Like, what do I tell you? What do I tell you? Face off in the O-zone, 7:31 to go in this game. Ekman-Larsson tied up with Luostarinen. Panthers get it out. Riley turns it around. Leafs aren't even onside. Deep in the Leaf zone. Woll has it taken off of him behind the net. Riley staples Luostarinen, though. Marchand to the point. Jones on. behind the Leafs net. Canadian teams are bad since American Pope. What? Thank you for making me laugh. Nice. Shoveled out. 6:45 to go in the third. You know what? I see like 1,500 more people in here than there were last time. Click like, you sick freaks. It takes a second. It helps us out a lot. You can drink my tears after. Lawrence! That goes through the goal mouth. Benoit, Carlo, 6:25 to go. Barkov, and the Panthers get it out. I think you got two choices here. Try to tie this thing, or you know what number 2 is. Schmidt gains the zone. Shot. That's wide. 6 minutes to go. S. Elson, 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you, thank you. Nylander to Lawton. 5:50 to go. Here comes Verhaeghe. Ugh. Kulikov, stopped by Woll. 5:46 to go in the third. You need me to refresh my camera? How do I... Okay. I will be right back. Hey, Steve Dangle here, SDPN YouTube channel. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. 9,300 people in here, 5,600 likes. Let's get that up. Hawk 23, thank you for the SDPN membership. Nicholas, after games 3 and 4, it looks like the flu is 100% going through the locker room. I had heard that rumor. Luckily, there's 2 days off before game 5. Game 5 isn't until Wednesday. American Pope adds 30 years to the Canada drought. I hope not. Haley Hicks, welcome to STP VIP ad free. Nicholas Martin, Bob has 2 Vezinas, Hart finalists, fastest to 400 wins, cup champ, and Price is way better. Sure. Nick, how old are you? You are not going to numbers me into thinking Bobrovsky was better than Price. I'm going to be an old man about this. I watched Carey Price. He was better. Well, Bob has a better resume. Well, why do you think that is? Price's body broke, dude. Steve's ISP giving less effort than the Leafs. Swag Poppy. Steve, how can you say Florida is dirty when you contest option 2 hurting Florida players? If that's the case, then you can't cry about Florida. Also, yeah. I think that is willfully ignoring everything the Florida Panthers have ever done, and it's intellectually dishonest. And so I'm ignoring it. Here comes Pacioretty. 5:25 to go in the third. No, the Panthers have never done anything dirty. You're right. Ugh, Barkov with it. Panthers get it out. 5:12 to go in the third. I want to say thank you. You are one of my inspirations for sportscasting. And last year at 23, I got into college. I hold a 3.8 GPA. Thank you very much. That's a nice message. Domi. Leafs collected in their own zone. 4:45 to go. They're down 2. No ice. McMahon after Jones. Panthers haven't cleared it yet. Steve, your argument for Price sounds like that guy that would argue why Shea Weber is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Well, I watched him too, and he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Marner, on. You know what Shea Weber didn't win? The Hart Trophy. Battle behind the Panthers net. OEL. Marner, down low for Matthews. Marner, blocked. Now would be a great time to bust the slump there, boys. Marner waves at it. OEL gets it. A little under 4 minutes to go. This isn't Woll's fault. No kidding. Leafs put it in. Skating after it at the speed of smell. Like, no sick. 3:35 to go in the third. Puck is very far away from the Panthers net, which is bad. It's in front. Reinhart with it. Pacioretty chasing him. Pacioretty gets it to the point. Kulikov on. It's blocked. No sec. Stopped by Woll, who covers it up. 3:16 to go in the third. Habs fan, the greatness of Price will only truly be remembered by those who saw him play. Positioning so good. He made great saves look pedestrian. Manifesting a repeat of Game 4 versus Columbus. Ooh, that'd be nice. Wow, Woll, that was a tricky save there. I'm 18. I watched both of them play plenty. No, you friggin' didn't. So you were 9 years old for Price's MVP season. Stop. Stop. Nick, respectfully, stop. You were 9. From an actual goalie's perspective, I think Bob is better. Now that is a lot more valid. I think your goalie coach would be very concerned that you said that. 3:05 to go in the third. Panthers turn the puck right back. The Leafs are about to get shut out for the second time these playoffs if they don't score here. Here comes Matthews. Tries to go through everybody. Net is empty. Tavares gets it around. It's Nylander to the point. To Marner. Matthews. In front! Nylander. Riley. Damn it! Leafs lose the line. .231 to go in the third. Berube's taking his time out. 36-20 are the shots. My buddy sent me a text, and I got to say, he said Game 5 will be all about playoff maturity. That doesn't make me feel better about it, actually. It makes me feel like the Panthers are going to win, but Matthews needs a goal. Marner, 2 games without a shot. Like that, dude, that's your top line. What line does Florida put out here? Barkov. I'm surprised Nosek is still on the ice. Yeah, it's been Lundell and Lusterinen this whole time. The Panthers, who shut out McDavid and Draisaitl in Game 7, are the Maple Leafs in a best-of-3 series. Oof. To my fellow sickos, click like. Yes, please click like. Leafs win the draw. Under 2.5 minutes to go here. They need 2 goals. Ekblad gets it out. Panthers shoot it at the empty net, blocked by Marner. Loves being goalie in these situations. Tavares. Panthers not. It's in the neutral zone. No sick. Puck strip 205. Get us to 6,000 likes by the end of the game, which is to say by the end of overtime. Nylander to Tavares. I can dream. Ekblad rings it around the boards and out. Minute 45 to go. Leafs down 2. SDPN YouTube channel. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Knies can't handle the pass. Fired down the ice. Stop by Marner. 1:35 to go in the third. Riley down the ice. Leafs stop it. Nylander on. Tavares. Oh, stop by Bob. Who's better than Carey Price? Nylander. Tavares. No, that was Matthews. Sorry. Marner. Shot by Riley. Off the bar. Leafs shoveling at it. Where is it? Willie. Minute and 2 seconds. Marner. Matthews. Marner. In front. Not deflected by JT. Taken down by Jones. Ugh. 45 seconds to go. Tavares and Jones jousting. Panthers just holding it there. Matthews gets it out. Panthers get it out. And it's iced. Tavares was so damn close. .7 seconds to go in the third. Ladies and gentlemen, it ain't looking good. So, no 9-year-old ever watches hockey? Yeah, that's what I said. Again, intellectually dishonest. And I have no time for it. McCabe. Leafs just throwing hits. Matthews takes out Barkov, and the Panthers jump Domi. They are hammering him. Haymakers. Marchand throwing punches, bare knuckle at McMahon. And throwing him at OEL. Kachuk's going, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. And he's saying it to Willie or Matthews. And he's saying elbow. Matthew, you can't skate. He's hurt. He's staying alive in this series. He's great. Standing stock still. He's still got a shot. Yeah, he already did that to McMahon. And look at McMahon, alive and well. They're chanting USA. You can't let these fans feel good. You have to win this series, boys. Jesus Lord. Just the lowest common denominator. U.S. team good. Canadian team bad. Matthews is like, thank you. Stollers would say thank you, but he's at home recovering from a concussion. Delivered to him by a Canadian. USA. USA. That was pretty bad from Domi. I mean, it's pretty naked what he's doing there. That's going to be at least a fine. Series is tied 2-2. Coming back to Toronto. It is a best of 3 series now. This is why you fought so hard for home ice advantage. But good Lord, boys, 4 penalties. 4 penalties in the first period. And you can't blame this on the refs. And then you got your power plays, and what did you do with them? Nothing. They hit you, and what did you do? A little bit. The Panthers shut the Leafs down so bad in Florida. So bad. You have 2 days to recover and lick your wounds here, which is good because the team looks exhausted and trash. There's rumors about an illness running through the locker room. Theories and rumors. Who knows if they're true? I kind of hope it is. Otherwise, they just suck. Are you sick? Oh, good. God, I thought you just suck. So hopefully they recover. Not great. Wait. Oh, great point by Rachel Riley. That is the second. Wait. No. The Leafs got shut out in game 5 against the Sens, not 4. But they lost both game 4s. Hey, this watch along is brought to you by SportChek, your playoff destination. Don't forget about the big check event at SportChek. Up to 60% off on door crashers. You can get your jersey lettered there. What, Steve? You mean my Blue Jays or my Maple Leafs jersey? Yes! You can get both of them lettered and numbered at select SportChek locations. And speaking of select SportChek locations, tomorrow, the Steve Dangle podcast, a little after 11 o'clock in the morning, we are going to be recording our Steve Dangle podcast at the SportChek in Maple Leaf Square. I will see you there. Like, okay, so you hit Barkov. Domi is an idiot. Leafs are done. Yeah, it's a dirty hit. Here's me playing the world's smallest violin for you. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You know, here, wait. Let me quote Sam Bennett. He didn't mean to. And he's sorry about it. And then you move on. And nothing happens. With Drew saying, what did you say? Oh my God, yeah. If the score was the other way around, the Panthers would do the same shit. They did. They literally did. You need to go back in time like 4 days, like 5 days. This is what they do. But this is what the Stanley Cup champs do. Florida is a violent team. Vegas was a violent team. Colorado had Nazem Kadri, but Drew, what would you say about that? They're rough. Tampa was rough. The Blues that won with Berube were a goon squad. The Panthers who made it to the Bruins who made it to the final were a goon squad. Sean goes, listen, most of us Americans are counting down the days until Florida sinks into the Atlantic, my friend. Really the worst of us. Damn. Jesus. From Jared, hey, man, a lot of Americans just exist here, man. He's right, guys. We don't need the anti-American stuff. We don't need that. And we don't need it from the Americans either. You guys keep that to yourselves. Don't bring us into this. We voted pretty emphatically to leave us out of it. It's okay. End of the day, you have to live in Canada. Oh, no. When I got my nose broke, you know how much it cost to get it fixed? Like, what? You know what? I'm justifying it. Fuck off. There. It's over. You woke up the champs. Good luck. That is true. From Eric. I agree with Sean. Yeah. Sean, like, a lot of Americans just exist, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're talking about a hockey game here. What are we doing? Everyone, come on. I know you're mad your team lost. There was some dirty stuff in the game, some violence. Let's strap our heads on here. Michael Carnevale. Better storyline than WWE. Can't wait for an RKO or an attitude adjustment from a Leafs player. Yo, it's 2025, and the Universal title picture is John Cena versus Randy Orton? Who asked for that? No. What? You may have already touched on this, but Robbie Wen. That is interesting. Yeah, Drew, great point. And that's a crazy sentence. So the Leafs are about to get the line matches back. And he said, you can't hide Barkov from Matthews, which is, that's crazy. Hey, Tim Hortons is coming to Nashville to a location 4 miles from my house. Any recommendations? Farmer's breakfast wrap. No, goon in like the traditional sense of rough and tumble angry ruffians. Not the, is it even a Gen Z term or is it Gen Alpha? I'm old and afraid. No, it is the children who are wrong. Jared, yeah, man, you don't have to justify where you live. Don't worry about people being weird. Sinking is a slow process. Jazzy Scooters Cruise. I don't know what that means. Remember, home team is 4-0, so we will win in 7, says James David Atkinson. I like that. Let's go with that. Best goaltending duo in the core 4 era? Yeah, easily. Leaf fans have been... I don't think you're using the traditional sense of the word, so I'm not reading it. Subwoofer guy here, praying for a Toronto-Edmonton final. Hi, subwoofer guy. I'm sorry, Steve. I jinxed us by mentioning my record when watching your streams. Please accept a $16 donation as penance. I appreciate that. I want to know how much short-handed ice time Matthews played tonight. And Marner. And Nyes. It's not a great use of your top line's time. Maybe reading too much, but oh my God, you screwed up my head with that. I don't even know. As a neutral Sabres fan here, I'm always neutral in the playoffs. Just hold serve at home. By the way, Price was better. Good Lord. I have eyes. I'm 43. I seen it. Yeah, man. Like, Bob's a great goalie. Bob Bobrovsky's a great goalie. But there were years Carey Price was the best player in the league. At least one. I don't think you understand how poor those Habs teams were that Price played for. And there is a very decent chance Habs win the 2014 Cup if Kreider doesn't injure Price. We'll never know. Obviously. I just realized I have a John Cena cup. People do forget how bad the Habs were. Bob is great. He's so good. I think he's a Hall of Famer probably by the end of his career. especially if he wins Cup number 2 this year, which I greatly hope he doesn't. If a Leafs fan is saying a Hab was better, yeah, like, I mean, oh, happy birthday, Brad. I forgot about that part. The boys just wanted a little extra PK practice. Well, they friggin' got it. Could do without Holmberg next game. Love the USA chant. Just the perfect level of stupidity coming from an American. Like, it's not even worth, like, I was thinking about it for the LFR. Like, it's not even worth talking about. Like, what are you going to win that argument? Hey, you shouldn't have done that. Like, whatever, dude. You do you. They look like they were having a great time. I'm jealous. Why didn't Berube get out the blender? The one shift that showed some energy in the third period was a mixed up line. I don't know. You're right. He did show more willingness to get out the blender in previous games. If Matthews scores one next game, I'll donate $100. Department of Inconsistency. That's a great username. Hell yeah. I'll take that. Matt Finley gifted 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you very much. And if you got that membership or a membership from Matt Finley, tell Matt thank you. Let's wrap this up. I got an LFR to shoot and shades of red and pink and purple to turn. No, I didn't see the misconducts at the end of the game. What do we got? Domi got boarding against Barkov. Marchand got a misconduct. Bobby McMahon got a misconduct. And Ekblad got a misconduct. Do you think Domi's going to get suspended, Drew? It's possible. It is intent to hurt the guy. Speaking of which, Michael, thanks for the $2. As a Leafs and Blue Jackets fan, I'm tired of feeling alone, like it's our year just to be all along, like it's our year just to be let down. Look, win at home. Good luck in game 6. And if not, home for 7, says James David Atkinson. I like that. As a Leafs and Blue Jackets fan, I'm tired of... Oh, wait, I already read that one. Sorry. Not going to lie, the way the playoffs have been going, Edmonton or Dallas versus Toronto would be wild. You have to win 2 rounds of hockey before that is even a thing. Soccer Canal. 4 penalties in the first, and that's what cost them the game. No offense showed up, and Panthers took advantage. Also, the team better buy Wylde dinner. No kidding. Thank you, Luke Kelly. If they suspend Domi but not Bennett, I'm out. TBH, says Lioness. Okay, Steve, my turn to say I have eyes. The Habs had no chance to beat the 2014 LA Kings, healthy price or not, unless worse at all 20 out of 21 positions is a truly genius strategy. Listen, you get to the Cup final, who knows? You're right, though. If I had to pick between 2014 Kings and the healthy price Habs, the Kings. I picked the Kings. They beat Lundqvist in 5. That's crazy. Yeah, Price didn't. What do you mean? Well, no, yeah, the Kings were better. That's what he's saying. Though, yeah. Given Alberta being what it is, you may figure that Edmonton could go to the White House if they win. Oh, no, they're ours. They're ours. They're Canada. Let's wrap this up. Let's shoot the LFR. That was yucky. This watch along on the SDPN YouTube channel was brought to you by SportChek. Door crashers up to 60% off. That is with the big check event, because SportChek is your destination for all things playoffs. You can get your Leaf jersey lettered there, numbered there. You can get your Blue Jay jersey lettered there, numbered there. All kinds of different options, heat press and stitching. And tomorrow we are going to be recording the Steve Dangle podcast live at the SportChek at Maple Leaf Square a little after 11 o'clock. And we're going to go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, my friends, for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Well, best thing I can say about that game is it's over and the series is tied.